tip line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Facing production swings or a tough skills gap? Workforce Solutions from Express Employment Professionals makes hiring easier. Find your local office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster for contract and full-time jobs. Visit ExpressPros.com.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry with the Bahamas and USA.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Guys, you can smell it in the air. Spring is almost here. This is the season of revival. Now would be a perfect time to schedule your scan at Life Imaging FLA. Man, there is no replacing that peace of mind through prevention that Life Imaging FLA gives you, especially when you consider that 1 in 3 people in this country will die of heart disease, and in some of those cases, you will get no symptoms, no warning. And that's one of the many reasons I urge you to do exactly what I did, what my wife did, and what my in-laws did. Get over to Life Imaging FLA and get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value, and you don't have to take off your clothes. There are no dyes or injections. This entire process only takes a few minutes, but it can save your life. And while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening because early detection saves lives. And here's how easy it is to make your appointment. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. Guys, that is it. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. It is time to make that appointment and take control of your long-term health care.
My morning has 2 speeds. It starts fast. Then it relaxes when I arrive at McDonald's and order an Egg McMuffin extra value meal for just $5. Because that's all I need to start my day off right. A tasty, warm Egg McMuffin, crispy golden hash browns, and a small premium roast coffee. And with a breakfast this good for just $5, I feel relaxed for the rest of the day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Promotional pricing may be lower than meal pricing. The Riz Delulu aura of 6'7". Did I get your attention? I promise the joke is worth it this time. Because I'm not going to be sorry about telling you to get a 67-cent hamburger or cheeseburger only in the McDonald's app. Think you're tired of 6'7"? That's just fine. We are too. We're just taking advantage of it. The joke may be dead, but it does mean you're getting one of these burgers every Wednesday or Sunday when you order on the app. So let's keep it on trend. At least for now. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Valid Sundays and Wednesdays in March and April. Participating McDonald's. Valid once per day. Must opt into rewards.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolades. Rolades' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children. Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, March 19th, 2026. Lots to get to today, from new Iran War Bombshells to pregnant women fight for handicapped parking spaces, and a very exciting and wild finale to the Afroman court case. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's
happening? And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good. Very good. How are you?
Good. Oh, I'm excited. I know there's a small minority of Afroman court case news updates haters, but to hell with them today, because
it must be a slow news day, Junkie.
Shut up.
The end of the case yesterday was so spectacular in every way, and I have so many absolute banger clips to play for you. I cannot wait. So we're going to do that at the top of the hour. So, in about an hour here on the show, we'll get to that. I promise you. It is definitely worth your time. Right now, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to Lebanon, everybody. Brace yourself for this, because in Lebanon, obviously you have like the Middle East war going. You got the U.S. and Israel bombing Iran. We're kind of disconnected from it, aside from the gas pump, which we'll get into in a moment here. But one of the other places being bombed is Lebanon. And here's a reporter who's hanging out in Lebanon. Let's see how his report goes, shall we?
Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted.
Oh my God.
All right. Just to let you know, that is 100% real. Just to let you know, this reporter in Lebanon, just so you know what this looks like before I put it up on See It Now for you, which you knew I was going to do already, right? I want you to see this when you get a chance. But just so you know what you're missing out on here, my God, this reporter is standing sort of on this busted up looking roadway. It looks like maybe it was bombed at some other point in time. It's like the fence is smashed. There's like a hole in the side of the road. In fact,
is that just a bunch of mangled rebar?
It is, next to him. Yeah, and so it looks like maybe this place got bombed before, and he came there to do his news report. And in the middle of it, tell me if I'm exaggerating here, C-Lane and Sabrina, I think this bomb was like maybe 50 to 100 yards away from him.
So close, and it's just so strange.
Yeah.
That as soon as he said that line, it explodes right behind him.
It is so close.
Further rocket attacks were reported against Nahariya and admitted.
It was so close.
And if you pause the video, you could see those moments where one of them, if the cameraman, not the reporter, was flying through the air. There's like a very quick moment. Right there it is.
Yep. Just absolutely.
Back to you.
The force with which this thing hit is crazy. There's stuff flying around everywhere. Again, I'll put it up on See It Now in a moment.
Okay.
I should have known.
I mean, I would curse.
Yeah. It's effing hell. Effing hell, he says, after he gets just totally blasted out by that. Unbelievable. I'm grabbing it right now while our dump delay builds back up here on the show. and I'll post this on See It Now since obviously it's a visual. Most of you are listening to the show. I get it.
Maybe the bomb would blow his press jacket unmirrored, you know?
Yeah, didn't do it, but came close. Very, very, very close. It's an amazing video and absolutely real. And then you can even, on your own time, hear where he gets up and does a little bit of cursing. Reporter bombed in Lebanon. There you go. It's up on the See It Now section of the newsjunkie.com. Go check that out right over there whenever you get a chance. And it's loud. So remember, wherever your speakers are, you might need to dial them down just 1 or 2 notches.
You think he gets a couple of vacation days to recoup, or they're like, hey, we do need you live at 6, though, if you can find another spot?
I mean, these are kind of, and I don't say this, well, yes, I do. I do say it to be dismissive. These are kind of the only real reporters in some ways out there. Like these reporters are actually risking their lives. They're going out there and risking their lives. And this guy had a bomb drop maybe 50 yards from him that was massive, missile, whatever it was, huge, just definitely almost killed this guy just seconds away from it. And that to me is really putting your life on the line for journalism. Most of these people are hanging out in their den with a laptop on Wi-Fi, writing a bunch of stupid think pieces that 10% of the country agree with. At least this guy's putting his life on the line, backing up what he's doing for his journalistic efforts. Tell us what you think, and obviously a lot of thoughts on the Iran war stuff, but mostly I think Americans are focused on how it impacts them, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We'll get to that in just a moment here on the show. But first, TSA lines are still absolutely insane.
Oh, wow.
We're going to take a peek into...
Weird that you would...
What a shocker, what
Son
a
of a
surprise.
bitch.
It's a top story as long as it flies. This next clip is wild and insane, and as you might have guessed, we're back on a plane.
I didn't even get out of the first segment. Damn it, man.
That's usually where it happens the most.
It's just amazing. It is not like an automatic thing. When I hear anybody's age over 60, I'm like, because it's sick and then stuck in my head. How have you not gotten used to the plane song?
I thought it says back on a plane. This isn't technically on a plane. It's at the airport, though.
What's at airports?
This is at Atlanta's airport, and there's a huge
Less things
line.
rhyme with airport, Sean. Plane is a nice, easy thing. You know, you got brain, insane, sea lane. You know, that one's right there.
Sorry that your lack of creativity hampered what could have been, all right? You know, could have been a real winner.
You gave me 10 minutes to write that song.
Everybody in chat absolutely loves the song, so I'll back off. But here's the line. Atlanta Airport, absolutely massive. I'll tell you why in a second, because there's a pretty stunning piece of news that's causing a lot of this. They're saying 90 minutes to 2 hours at a lot of airports because the government shutdown has many of these TSA workers not showing up. So they tell the TSA, look, we're now at the point where your paychecks aren't quite guaranteed.
What a nightmare.
There's going to be longer lines. Make sure you're at the airports earlier. Your flights could be canceled because some of this stuff gets backed up, and on and on and on. But question for you two, all right? Give me a guess on this. This is crazy to me. At the TSA, they said, now we're at the point where you're not guaranteed to be getting your paycheck, even though they'll probably get paid. What percentage of TSA workers do you think called out? What do you think was the percentage of workers who called out?
I will go 62%.
We're talking nationwide?
Yeah. Nationwide, 30. See, it says 30. Sabrina says 62%. I was blown away by this. But when they said, all right, we've got some issues, if you keep coming in, everything will be all right eventually. But right now we got this partial government shutdown. 40.8 of the TSA workers called out at some of these airports.
I almost said 40, and then you said wow to Sabrina's 62, and I took it down some, but I was right there.
40 seems crazy. Could you imagine if iHeart goes, hey, I don't have to imagine this. iHeart did this before, and I'm still holding it against you. iHeartRadio, in the middle of the pandemic, massive corporation, says people who make X amount of money must forego a paycheck We got to help out the struggling iHeartRadio company. I still cannot believe I did that. In the middle of the pandemic, I'm feeling sorry for everybody. I'm like Venmoing people because there's a lot of listeners that were really struggling and they were not doing well and their jobs were all on ice. And iHeartRadio comes to all of their top tier hosts, like yours truly, of course. And they said, we need you to skip an entire paycheck. And they're like, they said, technically you don't have to, but we want to see, if people will do this because the company's really hurting and all the money is drying up and stuff. And I'm like, okay, fine. And unbelievable. I still came to work. I still showed up at work, even though I wasn't getting a paycheck. They never give it back. Are you kidding me? No.
Well, the whole thing about the TSA,
vacation days.
Yeah, the whole thing about the TSA was that you would say, okay, we're the government shut down, we're not paying you, but then when the government shutdown ends, you're supposed to get all that back pay.
They didn't do that. No. iHeart was just like, will you give up a paycheck to save this poor fledgling broadcast company that, by the way, is the biggest one in the United States of America, biggest broadcast company in the world, probably. And then I go, okay. Well, maybe there's some Chinese radio company that is larger in employees or whatever.
Are we talking just strictly radio or television too?
I don't know. Don't quibble over that. What I'm saying is, in this case,
I want to argue semantics, Sean.
Some of the fat cats in suits at this company have private jets, and they're like, "Hey, little news junkie, will you forego an entire paycheck?" Yes, sir. Got to do. The company's crumbling. I'll do it over here, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not butthurt about it at all. But the TSA, 40% of them called out. I still showed up. I still showed up on those days, even though I understand. I get it. If your boss tells you you might not get paid, you might not show up. But over a third of TSA officers called out at 3 major U.S. airports, more than 40% at some of the major airports like Houston and William P. Hobby Airport. 40.8% of TSA workers called out, 34% at Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta Airport. In New Orleans at Louis Armstrong Airport, beautifully redone in the last decade or so, 36% of TSA workers called out. Lines everywhere, lines blocking up your airport entry.
If you had a flight somewhere, like in the next couple weeks.
I didn't finish the melody. It's driving me crazy. Go ahead.
Back on a plane.
Would you consider just canceling the trip?
Yes. Yeah, probably. I mean, just watching what our friend Josh, what young Josh just went through, I think and
we know that guy didn't buy traveler's insurance, which I more so than ever, especially after my experience in Jamaica where I got sick. Mm-hmm. I go, the travel insurance really is kind of a nice little safety net.
Yeah. How much is it though? Is it expensive?
It depends on how much you purchased or what you spent, but it's usually not that bad, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy. Look at this real quick before we move on to some other things here. How unhinged is it that with the TSA staff not getting guaranteed pay, their paycheck's not coming in anymore? In Denver, it says the Denver airport is seeking gift card donations for TSA staff working without pay. So
right.
You're supposed to come into TSA. Perfect time for an Al-Qaeda bomber to be like, brought all of the Amazon gift cards. You bring a bunch of gift cards and they zoom you right through TSA. No problem. No body scammer for you, sir. Right on through. Right on you go.
I would have stipulations. I'd be going through the TSA line do I really have to take out my electronics?
Yeah.
No, shoes? Sir. I think my shoes could stay on.
Just make a separate line of people that have gift cards for TSA. Just pre-TSA check.
Yeah, I mean, look, they said Denver airport seeking gift card donations for TSA staff working without pay.
You better not look at me weird for my shampoo bottles with clear liquids in them.
In the article from Channel 9 News, they said the airport said it's seeking grocery store and gas in denominations of $10 or $20 from stores like King Soopers, Safeway, Walmart, Costco, and Target. Visa gift cards cannot be accepted. So
why?
Turning their nose
the
up
only
at
one you can get.
the Visa gift cards are no. But we'll take the Costco gift cards. We will.
What are they, homeless? Like you give them cash? I'm not giving you cash. I know what you're going to spend that money on, homeless guy.
Drugs.
On Friday, the vast majority of TSA workers received $0 paychecks. Wait, hold on. Did they still give them a paycheck? It was just for $0?
If they sent out paper paychecks with $0 on them, somebody has missed the point. Somebody has missed the mark.
Also, payroll still getting paid? It seems.
Like, Samantha, here's your paycheck. Bob, here you go. Everybody, $0 on there. That's what it says. 2 weeks before, during the previous pay cycle, the same employees received only partial pay. So now about 40% of them haven't shown up. So if you're flying anywhere, just know, bring some gift cards for the TSA workers, I guess, and good luck and Godspeed getting through TSA security. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. A couple of emails as per usual to get us started here at the top of the show. And M emails the show. It says, Sean, you deserve bigger and better. Do I really am? To the three rock stars of talk radio, time for the three of you to get out of the radio nest and move to satellite. Oh, yeah, because there's so much money in satellite for outside of two people, I think, that get paid over there. Or have a podcast that's not censored. And without all the restrictions, I feel your show would be more fantastic and popular. Time to go on your own and go national. Appreciate you all. The show kicks ass and rock on, everybody, says M. B emails the show. He says, hey, Sean, I really love the new chat. Actually, I love it more than Twitch chat. How could you? Any chance I could be a mod, says this anonymous person. It's perfectly fine to say no. You only know me from Twitch, so I won't be butthurt if you say no. Anyhow, keep up the awesome work, says anonymous.
Thank you, B. Last name Uzi Moonshine.
No, it's not. You certainly sounds like it, but not. Jason emails the show. Good morning. Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and all the stuff that Jim Carrey says on that movie. You asked for feedback, so I have a little, he says. The stream on the website for Secret Show subscribers looks great. I watched Secret Show live on Discord, and it was a fun way to consume the show, but it takes up a lot of space and makes the picture small. The picture on the website is perfect. Big ask, is there a way the website can go full screen and have chat at the same time? With chat open, the screen is so tiny. Jason says, looking forward to the show today. Well, thank you for the email, Jason, and happy to tell you that the very much in beta chat, not linked on the homepage or anything like that yet, but the very much in beta TNJ 2.0 chat now has a pop-out feature on the top left. And if you click that, you can, have a little pop-up or go full screen with it or do whatever you want with the chat. Take it to the place you want to. Tuck it up underneath your arm and move it around with you if you'd like to. Check it out while you
come with me, chat.
While you have the time, check it out over on thenewsjunkie.com/chat and look for that pop-out button on the top left. Okay, we got to get into the gas price controversy. And Sealand has a conspiracy about this, I think.
A little tiny one. Yeah.
And I want to talk about the battle going on over handicapped parking spaces that 1,000% we have to enter. We have updates on huge stories we've been following. We've got lots of fun for you today on a Thursday, and it's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Not too many traffic issues to report at this hour. Just a little bit of a slow ride, I-4 eastbound between 192 and Darrell Carter Parkway. Also some heavy traffic, I-4 eastbound between Champions Gate Boulevard and World Drive.
Hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome behind the scenes. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hi, how are you? Like the stream if you don't mind. That'd be a huge help. When I come over here and talk to you, we call this skull mic because there's a skull and a mic down there. When I'm over here, we're doing the show live, the syndicated radio show, live when I'm in this seat right here. So we'll get back to that and talk about this gas price controversy, talk about this weird plot from Iran to possibly, like they're saying they saw drones over the United States of America. Is it true? We'll find out together. Afroman updates. We're loaded up. Loaded up, everybody. And one of the best things is I added TNJ Chat 2.0 to the studio screen. So I'm watching you over there. Hey, Sun State John. Hey, Bootsy. Hey, Big Digits. Hey, Feral Kitten. Hey, everybody. Hope all is well. Twitch, don't let them run you down. Don't let them talk to you like that. You're still great. What is the breaking point for you, chat? When it comes to getting gas, you're going to the gas station. What is the dollar sign per gallon that you see at the pump where you're like, enough's enough? I'm ready to like grab a sign or something. You're going to start complaining about it. What is the number? What's the breaking point number for you at the gas pump? Is it $4, $5? Like, if it gets to $8, Sean, I'm just not doing it. What's the breaking point? $3, you're past that. 22 cents per kilowatt hour? Somebody's got an electric car. $6, says Ghostbird. $6 a gallon. 18-gallon tank. 60 and 48, $108. $108. People start paying $108 to fill their tank, they are going to start complaining. Approval numbers will go down further. Even the most diehard supporters of, say, Trump, for instance, are going to be like, whoa, hey, pal, this is fine, that's fine, I like this. I was supporting that, I'm down with this. If it hits $6 a gallon, yikes. Johnny on TNJ Chat says $6. Missy says paid $3.59 yesterday. Arnott says people freak out about gas prices and then pay $8 for a pack of cigarettes without blinking. That's true. Simps won't pay $6. I mean, I agree with you, but here's the problem, Arnott. You say people will pay $8 for packs of cigarettes. Cigarette smoking actually has dwindled quite a bit because of those expensive prices and other reasons. But more so, it's not just like $6 if it's $6 a gallon to fill your vehicle. It's like $100. That's a lot of money to the average person. If you are a pizza delivery driver, now that cuts in a lot to what you're doing. If you're shipping stuff across the country, diesel gas is $5 a gallon. Tell me how shit is not going to get more expensive. Right? Gas is too damn expensive now? True. I cut soda when it goes to $3. Gas is required for me to do my job, so I keep buying it. Bootsy says, I'm the TNJ punching bag. Bootsy, I'm the TNJ punching bag most of the time. Okay? Couple of minutes and we're back live. How can I find the chat group? I was looking for it last night and I ended up on Discord. Well, you ended up in the right place. You ended up in a nice little, snug as a bug, little Discord, and that'll work out. Small price to pay for a more safe and secure Israel? I'm picturing it in my head. The influencer with a clip-on mic walking around to people at the gas station, $6 a gallon, and going, hey, is it worth it? Israel's a bit safer. Iran's been blasted out and we got the Khomeini guy. What do you think? Worth it? $6 a gallon? What do you think they're going to say, Chad? 90 seconds. I did that. Trump stickers on the gas pumps are hilarious. Some of y'all that were mega triggered by that when Biden's face was on them are like, these are hilarious now. No hypocrisy meter going off at all. None. Missy says, I sign up for anything that saves me money at the pump. I usually save anywhere from 20 cents to $1 a gallon. Johnny on TNJ Chat 2.0 says, the rent is too damn high, guy. Where is he? He needs to do the gas is too damn high party. True. Most importantly, though, chat, C-Lane says to me before the show, hey, are we going to talk anything about gas prices? And I go, yeah, I got that up early on the show, actually. And he goes, I have a little bit of a conspiracy. I have no idea what he's talking about. I have no idea where this conspiracy is going. But let's go on a ride together. And we'll go from that to the Afroman hilarity and everything else. Buckle up, folks. Even Fritz on the street is coming. Everybody's coming. Everybody's coming. All right, here we go.
We're family, not a sales target. Visit us in Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia for diamonds with integrity.
Hi, I'm Bob Pittman, Chairman and CEO of iHeartMedia. I'm sharing with you my podcast, Math and Magic, Stories from the Frontiers of Marketing. Math and Magic takes you behind the scenes of the biggest businesses while sharing insights from the smartest minds in marketing. I'm talking to Liquid Death CEO Mike Cesario.
Investors don't like to invest in ideas. They like to invest in businesses.
Charlemagne the God, and our own Chief Business Officer, Lisa Coffey. Listen to Math and Magic on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Math and Magic to start listening.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
At least while I'm around here. It's great to be in the world's most viral newsroom, and you can join us on the show with the Dispatch. Record yours right now on that smartphone of yours. It's basically a computer in your pocket, and it's available over at thenewsjunkie.com for you to record your message as a dispatch. All right, there's a couple of things that are going to be like big moments, I think, moving forward. And unless some stuff changes, one of them that I think is going to really finally sour a lot of people on the whole Iran war front, because I believe most people are like, yeah, Iran sucks. For all the people out there with signs talking about no kings, I mean, they had a person called the Supreme Leader. For all the people who are dressing up as Handmaid's Tale type people, that's literally what a lot of life is like under the thumb of the theocratic rulership in Iran. That's literally what it is like in that country. And I think a lot of people are like, no tears lost for Khomeini and any of these other people that have been bombed. But I don't want, number one, boots on the ground. I don't want more American soldiers putting boots in the sand, in the desert, in the useless desert where we've been fighting over and over and over and over and over again for like the last 50 years or so. I think Americans are tired of that. I don't think they want that. Hopefully, we don't need to do that. But I think if that was a thing, there would be a lot of people that were turned off very quickly. The other thing, and strangely enough, that this may get people mad faster, is going to be the gas prices, because you go to the pump and it is creeping up. We are looking at $4 a gallon.
Awesome.
Yeah. $4 per gallon for gas. And the story from Axios says most Americans will likely soon be paying over $4 per gallon as the war in Iran drives one of the sharpest gas price surges in recent history. We were doing so well.
I paid slightly less than $4 a gallon, but almost paid more.
Uh-huh. What happened?
Well, because I don't want to name and shame this place because I might be wrong about this. This might have just been some sort of user error.
Well, C-Lane, when they see your truck coming in again, if you shame them right now, they're going to be like, that's C-Lane, that's his truck.
Yeah.
Put something in the gas this time.
No, but I go to the pump this morning, and and I ended up paying slightly less than $4 a gallon. $86 later.
$86 is steep.
Yeah, but when I went in there and I scanned my phone to do the beep beep and pulled the thing out, and as I I put the nozzle in, and I'm getting ready to pump gas, and the plus, like one of the premium ones, is lit up. And I was like, did it default to a premium gas?
That ain't right. And charge you more?
Is there ever, like, do you guys ever go to the gas station and, like, not pay attention and it just picks the gas for you and picks the more expensive gas?
I don't know.
I mean, now that you say it, many a times I've not paid attention, and now I'm wondering if it just did it the whole time.
I've accidentally paid for premium before, and there is two things that may have happened. A, the conspiracy theory where the gas is the pump is picking for you and it's like, ha, 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 let's get this guy the more expensive gas. Mm-hmm. Or in some sort of like bull in a china shop fashion, when I was maneuvering the hose of the gas, the line, the big thick ass rubber line.
You hit it?
Maybe I hit the plus button.
Let's toss that out there to the folks hanging out with us today. All right. Did you ever have an instance where you went up to a gas pump and, like C-Lane said, it just auto-selected for you? Somebody says on YouTube, I've had that happen. Somebody's already saying, like, this is something that's occurred to them. But if you have had this happen, chime in and let us know.
I thought about this later because I go, wait a second. We interviewed a guy that was running owned a gas station. Was it during COVID or something? Yeah. We interviewed this guy, and he said, like, the thing he makes money on is water. Like, not a lot of markup on any of the rest of the stuff. So I don't know that it really even benefits the gas station to go, we're going to give him the premium gas.
Only slightly, because, we have spoken with somebody who runs a gas station. This was back during the last gas price spike. And the guy told us they essentially operate like movie theaters, where they don't make most of their money on the main product, which would be for movie theaters, movie tickets. They don't make barely any money off that. They make money off of concessions. That's the business that they're in. That's where they make money. The gas stations, they make money off concessions, essentially. The food, the drinks, the coffee, the stuff that's available inside the store as you're filling up at the pump. But last time I filled up our car, I look over and I go, oh, this is definitely more expensive than I remember. This is definitely getting more expensive. There has to be a breaking point, I think, where a lot of people are going to go to the pump. And no matter what they think about anything politically, no matter what they think about with Iranian leadership or the war, I think there's a point where people go, nah, no way, not doing it. You get to $6 a gallon. You get to $6 a gallon and you pay $100 to fill your tank. What do? The first thing you do is you get angry. People are going to get angry about it. They don't like that. And the second thing that you do is you go, whatever's causing this thing, make it stop again. Because I liked it when it was way back down to those old levels where it was hovering around like $1.50 for a little while.
People got to drive their cars, and it's going to make them angry. And I hopefully outspoken. We'll get the stickers of I did this, of whoever's face on it at the gas pumps. But at some point, you still got to drive your car and reluctantly have to fill that tank.
It's what makes people mad, and that's what makes things change. Because when people get mad, I mean real people mad. I don't mean people who are professional protesters just switching up their signs each week for the different thing. I mean average, hardworking, lower to middle class Americans, of which there are well over 100 million, right? The real salt of the earth American, these folks absolutely detest politics. They detest the far left and the far right. They hate all the annoyances you people bring to their life. But you know what they really focus on? Their paycheck, their wallet, how much money they have, how much stuff costs, how much stuff things cost, and how much gas costs at the pump. And meanwhile, you've got the price of diesel. So that affects like shipping and stuff quite a bit. At the highest price in 4 years, above $5 per gallon for diesel. A month ago, it was $3.65 per gallon, from $3.65 to $5.04 in a month. So, I mean, despite what you think, maybe you support the war in Iran. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't. Whatever you think, is there a breaking point for you? All right. Is there a breaking point where you go, that's enough. Now I'm pissed off about this. That's too much money to fill the tank. I want to hear your story and how much it's costing you these days. So send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or send an email, tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. Nice and easy right there on the website. Video dispatches, audio dispatches, we'll take whatever you got. And do chime in on C-Lane's conspiracy theory. Like, have you pulled up to the pump? You didn't hit any buttons, but it auto-selected the most expensive one for you? I have other conspiracies from the pump.
There are some people in the chat right now that are saying, like, yeah, this has happened to me. Never, a bunch of nevers, never happened to me. And then a couple of people that were like, I've definitely selected premium by accident by just hitting it with the rubber hose. And somebody correctly pointed out that the rubber hose is usually situated to the right of the buttons, so the closest button that it could hit is premium.
Conspiracy, that's on purpose. Known Badger on Twitch says, how much stuff things cost. I fixed it. I fixed the sentence after I butchered it. I'm a professional broadcaster.
That was how you fixed it, though. that was the last thing you said. You stammered over everything, and then you landed on how much stuff things cost. And I was just like, I go, he had a hard enough time with that. I'm not even going to jump on him. Somebody else will do it. And that somebody else is Known Badger.
I will punish myself by titling the podcast Stuff Things Cost. That's my punishment for the day. And what I'll do is I'll say how much things cost, the price of stuff, aka the price of stuff, is something that really does affect a lot of people, and that's what makes them angry. Not people yelling on X.com about whatever their issue of the day is.
The price of stuff sounds like an economics book for dummies.
Or a fun game on TV daytime.
My other theory on this is, and
we'll
go
price of stuff.
We'll go full gas station conspiracy theories here because the gas prices are headed upwards. My other conspiracy that happens in these moments at the gas station is, I think gas station operators, please tell me if I'm right or wrong about this. I think there's some sort of button / lever / I don't know what it is. But I think when the gas gets more expensive, they're able to slow down the speed at which it goes into your tank. So when you watch the money roll by, it seems similar. It doesn't seem shockingly faster because every time gas prices go up, it's $6, it's $5 a gallon. Technically, there should be less people filling up at the gas station. People are going to wait until the last minute to do it probably, or drive less if they can save some money. And when I go to the gas station, I put the pump in and I'm holding it. It's like, it goes so slow that it makes you feel like it's the same price of gas. I feel like that's another trick going on there. Are they screwing with us at the gas pump? How much is too much? All the rest. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips@thenewsjunkie.com. A real quick glimpse at the world. Pomona, California is where we go. And I want to show you a quick rescue. We got to get the backstory on this, too. Firefighters, construction workers, emergency workers, all gathering around at a construction site in Pomona, California. And they were attempting to do something. And for those of you watching on YouTube and Twitch, we'll watch it while I describe it to everybody else. Let's take a peek at this. Construction hole, big ass hole in the ground here.
Back to Gil Davis and Sky 5.
Here they go.
What can you tell us?
The emergency workers are pulling up.
We're seeing the man coming out of the hole here. I'm going to come out.
A 500-pound man.
Above him, the rescuer, the confined space rescuer there went down.
Out of the center of the earth.
To secure the man and get him harnessed up. Now they are pulling him up, and they're going to get him on a gurney here.
They got him by the arms. They got him by the arms, and they're pulling him out of the hole.
Firefighters.
This man is absolutely massive. He's a 500-pound man. This was a 15-foot hole. The guy is not a construction worker.
Did he agree, though?
This is a good question. Celine, look up. It's going to be a tough one. Look up Pomona.
Did fat guy make 15-foot hole that they found him in?
Pomona, California hole, and see if we can find what happened here. But these emergency workers.
Gil, what can you tell us?
They pull up this guy.
For the first time, John and Sam, we're seeing the man coming out of the hole.
Huge guy. I'll put it up on See It Now.
As the man above him.
This is a good time to get a screenshot right here. I'm going to get a screenshot of this so I can put it up on the website on thenewsjunkie.com.
My gosh.
The rescuer, the confined space rescuer there went down twice into the hole to secure the man and get him harnessed up. Now they are pulling him up, and they're going to get him on a gurney here in a short time here.
Absolutely crazy. Did you find out what the hell happened here?
A man was hoisted from a 15-foot construction hole during a precarious rescue operation in the sweltering heat in Pomona Wednesday afternoon. It just says the man somehow fell into the hole.
Yeah, he wasn't a construction worker. He there was no other reason. Like, he wasn't working on this.
This poor poor guy. I mean, you can just see how big he is, and this is the like that chopper, the news chopper, is getting this footage. Man somehow fell into the 15-foot construction hole shortly after 1 p.m.
It's like I just got off my couch to exercise for the first time.
Yeah, finally I'm going to do. I watched The Biggest Loser. I'm motivated. I'm going outside.
Air 7 flew over the scene where one rescuer had been lowered into the hole to help secure the man. Other rescuers were seen leaning over the edge, looking down into the hole. At one point, they lowered an oxygen tank down to the man, and then shortly before 3:30 p.m., so he was down there for at least 2.5 hours.
Jesus. Wow.
That was shortly before 3:30 p.m. He was hoisted out, and it was first reported just shortly after 1. So about 2.5 hours. Video shows him being placed on a stretcher and loaded into an ambulance. My gosh.
I put the visual, which is a very, very interesting one. I know you're listening, most of you. Go check it out on thenewsjunkie.com. Thenewsjunkie.com. Hit see it now, and you'll see the 500-pound man being rescued from the huge hole, 15-foot hole in the ground in California. R. Willie on TNJ Chat says, I have a diesel vehicle with a 22-gallon tank.
Yep.
Ooh. $5 a pop, you're talking $110 if my math is right quickly to fill that sucker up. That ain't cheap at all. That's pricey. And that's what I'm saying. Politics goes to the side when it comes to stuff like this. People care how much things cost. Will they take a little bit of bleeding if they think the cause is good? To a certain extent.
Price of freedom.
To a certain extent, they will do that. But more so than that, you'll find the common thing that I hear is that people will go, well, I'm fine with them trying to give these people a chance at freedom, but, America first at the gas pump, baby. What's going on here? I don't want to have to pay all of this money. This is absolutely crazy. And it does, it adds up, especially if you drive a lot. Like for me, Courtney drives most of the time in her car. Her Mercedes gets pretty good gas mileage. My car also gets pretty good gas mileage, but it barely ever moves. And if I'm filled up the tank in my car, it would probably be good till 2027. In her car, surprisingly, it lasts about almost 2 weeks if we fill up the tank all the way. But still, if it's $100 to fill up your tank and you do it twice in a month, that $200 a month is a significant amount of money. It's a lot of money for people to have to pay. So let us know what you think about all of this. I know we threw a lot at you there, but I want to hear what you have to say. Send a dispatch to us. Go over to the website right now to record yours at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick break. Back with this fight over the disabled parking spots, which is a really interesting conversation. We're going to have that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
I know.
Hello. Breaking news. A U.S., as in United States, F-35 fighter jet was just damaged by suspected Iranian fire and made an emergency landing at a U.S. airbase in the Middle East. An F-35, they believe, was struck by Iranian firepower and made an emergency landing at an airport in the Middle East. It looks like everybody's okay there. And it's suspected to be Iran. Could be Kuwait, because man, are they good at shooting down our jets. Could be Kuwait. Somebody said Sean spends too much time going from the bed to the studio. He doesn't know the streets are busy out there. First of all, I get out into the world every single day. I probably venture out more than you do, but I don't need to have that fight with you right now. What I'm saying is fundamentally true. When prices go up, people try to cut back. So they will, if they don't have to drive somewhere, they won't. If they can go a shorter distance to do something, they will. And that absolutely will lower the amount of people out there burning up gas on the streets when gas is more expensive. Diana says on TNJ chat, I have a 60-mile commute each way, 5 days a week. My car gets 36 miles per gallon. If my kind-hearted boss didn't reimburse employees for fuel, I'd be in big trouble. Nice. I have an 80-mile round trip. I feel your pain. How to get an electric to afford to earn money. Damn. Captain Dano on Twitch says, I can't cut back. All my driving is pretty much business, plumbing contractor, and commercial fishing. That's true for a lot of people, and even crazier, that's true for a lot of people that listen to this show. Sorry, by the way, for not shaving. Ah! I thought I'd have time before the show today, but I didn't. Two minutes and we're back. I spent $80 on gas, but it came in a Ziploc bag. From the bed to the studio, that was funny. Vicky, do not encourage them. Okay? Do not encourage them. Mr. Predicto will determine the future. Mr. Predicto, will gas hit $6 per gallon?
Everything points to yes.
It's a rough one. Not great. Not great. Unbelievable. Not great. Son of a bitch, Predicto matched up over on TNJ Chat. On TNJ Chat, you can use the command to ask Predicto anything you want. And it said, as I see it, yes. Predicto doubled up. I hate Mr. Predicto. Don't blame me for Mr. Predicto. I hate him too right now. You need to specify in Florida? He knew. He's a wizard. We're coming back.
The sun is shining and spring is calling at Lowe's. Start the season strong with amazing deals. Buy 3 bags, get 3 free of Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil. Valid through March 25th, while supplies last. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
The American dream begins with a vision. To build, to heal, to learn, to lead. At the Milken Center for Advancing the American Dream, that vision can become a reality through access to capital, the entrepreneurial spirit, breakthroughs in healthcare, and the power of education. As we celebrate America's 250th, our stories turn dreams into lasting change. Because when every dreamer has a chance to rise, our world benefits. For more stories, visit MCAA.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit headquarterhyundai.com. When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the new.
Here in the world's most viral newsroom. Lots to get to on the show today. And we'll get to some of your feedback coming in right now at thenewsjunkie.com here in just a moment. There's a battle going on, and this battle is not at the gas pump, but it's a big and serious battle. So I want to tell you about this. And I ask you a question to start this out. Is a pregnant woman disabled? Is a pregnant woman disabled? This has come up before on the show, but we got a fresh batch of people all the time. And I want to see what people think about this because there is a controversial law that allows pregnant women to obtain disability parking permits, and it's going to remain in place for now, despite backlash. Now, the disabled community is hating the pregnant women community because they are taking up all of their parking spaces, or so they say. The law passed in the last year allows women to be, or pregnant mothers, I should say.
Women to be
mothers,
is another not so protected class.
That's a different thing. It allows expectant mothers, it allows women who are pregnant to receive temporary disabled parking placards for up to a year. Supporters argue it provides relief for women navigating pregnancy in, if it's in Florida, in the Florida heat, right? Anywhere else, you might have your own problems. It's snowing up in New York or whatever. You want pregnant women to be able to get a parking spot a little bit closer. It works for a year around the time that they're like most pregnant or have a newborn and stuff. For families who rely on these spots, the impact is personal. Some of the people who have actual disabled permits are like, this is unbelievable. These women who are pregnant are not disabled. It is not a disability. And I will argue on a couple of fronts here, but the first one is, if the word disabled means, and C-Line, pull up the actual official definition here, but if the word disabled means, not abled in the way that an ordinary person might experience life, or incapable of, in some ways, of doing things that a normal person without any medical maladies or issues would be able to do, then a pregnant woman definitely becomes, as a category, disabled at some point. I mean, when they're massive, about to pop, and everybody tells them they're about to pop, which is rude, when that part of their pregnancy is going on, tell me a woman isn't disabled. Tell me that's not a disabled thing. It's temporary, of course. And I'm not comparing somebody who is a pregnant woman to like a war vet who had their legs blown off at the kneecap by an IED.
Right.
But I'm saying, if we say like there are different levels of this and some people are disabled and they need these spots, the handicapped people are mad at the pregnant women. And I'm like, that seems kind of disabled to me.
And there are moments in which you get temporary disabled parking passes if you are recovering from something that leaves you in crutches or in a wheelchair, or any sort of major surgery in which you need to be close to the store or place.
Not as much as you'd think, though. It's those are. I mean, I had a thing where I was on crutches and I was like, "Do I get a temporary disabled pass?" And they're like, "Hell no."
Really?
No.
What if I broke my leg? If I break my leg today, God forbid, knock on wood, I don't. If I did that, would I be able to get a disabled parking spot while my leg was broken?
No.
No?
I don't believe so. I mean, if you were in a wheelchair, maybe. But like 2 people close to me just got knee replacements. They didn't get any sort of disabled permit.
Mm-hmm.
They're busy doing like physical therapy to just, learn to use the new knee. You need to walk.
I think sometimes, and Kyle on TNJ chat is saying this, I think too. For real, when you think about disabled, a lot of people just picture somebody in a wheelchair. But disabled, what's the definition? Did you bring that up?
Yeah, I have disabled here. We go disabled of a person having a physical or mental condition that limits movements, senses, or activities. Which,
I mean, you're going to tell me being pregnant in certain trimesters and stuff, like third trimester pregnancy, is not going to make you limited in movement? It definitely is.
It is, but like your intense pregnancy, if you have something like that, if you get to a certain place in pregnancy, a doctor would just order you on bed rest, not wanting you to go shopping in the first place.
Okay, but then sometimes there's stuff you got to do.
Yeah,
but
you had to.
So why not? I thought they had pregnancy parking. So now we're just trying to get rid of all those and give.
They do. They have that too. But
Some places have expectant mother parking. That is a voluntary thing that the stores do.
It's not legally required.
It's not legally binding. And even that was a little controversial. I remember when they started putting expectant mother, and I've told this story before, expectant mother parking. If we ever saw that, if we were driving through a parking lot and my mom saw an expectant mother parking, she would go, they need to do the walking. They don't need special parking. You're pregnant, you need exercise.
Back in my
Don't
day.
give them special parking. They got to walk.
I'm going to say something very, very unpopular with the disabled community. Again, I'm going to say something very unpopular this time, 1,000% on purpose. In my experience, looking around, driving, and being in cars and parking lots, constantly looking for an open parking spot, I often see that the majority of the disabled spots are going unused. They're wide open in so many cases. There's no car to be seen. There's no regular spots, but the disabled spots are all just completely wide open. And you go to turn in, you're like, damn it. It's an extra spot there, but it's not for me. It's okay. It's for the disabled people. And we respect that. But I think that you should, if you're a permanently disabled person, also understand that there are people who might swing in and out of your category, right? You're permanently disabled, but sometimes you end up needing to share the space with others.
But I mean,
SKB says pregnancy parking takes away from the very few handicapped spaces. Huh? All right.
Right.
Go.
And I think also, like, if you're saying that somebody is so pregnant that it's limiting their movements, well, just because they're pregnant, I mean, what happens when you are so fat that it limits your movements?
Yeah, I mean,
do you get special parking for that?
I bet in some places you do. I don't know if that's a nationwide thing, but I bet in some cases if you can't walk, you've made yourself disabled.
I mean, does everybody that uses a walker or uses the you go to Publix and you get the little go-kart thing, whatever that is. Everybody that uses one of those, they don't get handicap spots. My wife didn't get a handicap spot when she was recovering from her car accident.
I think she should have got a temporary one. I'd be fine with that.
Sue 'em.
I think the disabled people should share the spaces a little bit. Diana on YouTube says, female here, 2 sons years ago. No, I don't agree that being pregnant needs to be considered a disability. If anything, walking to the store is good for them.
That's my mom's thoughts exactly.
All right, but how about this? With your mom, because she's an amazing human being, with this person in chat who I'm sure is also amazing and had a pregnancy that they were able to be tough through, I feel like this shouldn't just be for every single pregnant person, but a lot of women have difficult pregnancies. For every woman, like there was a woman in our neighborhood, and Courtney and I would go on the walk every day, and this woman was full on 9 months pregnant doing a run. She was running, okay? She's ripped, and all you see is like a little bit of a belly. We see her, she disappears one day, pops back up 3 days later. We see her with her newborn and her husband wandering around the neighborhood, still getting exercise. This woman missed 3 days total, right? Like she's good with it. But some women, not so much. Don't they deserve a space? Don't they? Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or email the show tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. We got our Afroman update on the way. We got an update on that DoorDash driver they were raising money for. We got a lot for you. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Make Real Radio 104.1 number 1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Looking like a pretty smooth ride this morning on...
Oh, hey. Well, mine seats. Thanks to everybody being helpful in chat, telling people how to do things. Very, very cool. Love to see it. I was cleaning snow off the top of my minivan when I was pregnant. Jesus. I wonder what the regulations are. Like, how many handicap spots per other spot? In the United States of America, how many disabled parking spots do you have to have in your parking lot if you have one?
In the U.S., The number of accessible disabled parking spaces depends on the total number of parking spaces in your lot. For example, if you have between 1 and 25 total spaces, you must have at least one accessible spot. As the lot size increases, so does the required number of accessible spaces. Once you get to 501 or more total spaces, 2% of them need to be accessible. Also, for every 6 accessible spots, at least one must be van accessible.
Van accessible. Okay. All right. So for every 6 handicap spots, at least one of them has to be the big giant one. Handicap spaces are abused. When are you getting Ross on secret shows? Hasn't he been on secret shows? Maybe not. Speaking of that, secret shows tonight. Secret shows tonight in the secret studio. 8 p.m. Uncensored, streaming live at thenewsjunkie.com. Our friends on TNJ Chat and Discord will be with us. Watch live, if you're a subscriber, on thenewsjunkie.com tonight at 8 p.m. And you're going to want to be there because we have an update on the Pallet Man saga we've been talking about. C-Lane went out there and brought his drone with him. What voice is your AI? That's just Chat GPT default. Whatever that is. Can a mod on TNJ Chat, if there's a mod right now on TNJ Chat, send a message in secret mod chat? Don't send anything that's important at all. Just send a generic message in secret mod chat. I want to make sure that's not coming up on the stream, just as a little test-a-rooney. Drone footage of Pallet Man. Hell yeah. So true. Josh versus Pallet Man. It's getting bad, Zephys. It's getting, like, it was bad already, but this poor guy is going through it. 1 minute, we're coming back. We've got Afroman. I'll have to push that forward a little bit. We got the next episode. We got Fritz on the street. We are loaded up for you. It's a busy Thursday.
Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
Is there anybody getting more feedback than this? It's like there is nobody out there with more real-time feedback coming into the show than we have, I don't think. We've got TNJ Chat 2.0 firing away. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. Those are firing away, sending messages instantly into the studio. We have you sending emails. We have dispatches coming in. We have the texting service full of the crazies over there. We are loaded up, baby, and keep it coming because I've got a lot more for you on a Thursday here. But I did want to share something with you really quickly. And this is always so hilarious to me because it goes into how people so often, especially in the Western world, especially in the United States of America, default to emotional judgments on situations. And they never actually consider circumstances or consider anything beyond just their gut initial reaction, their vibes, if you will. There's a lot of people running on vibes these days. And when you're like, wait, hold on. Oh, whoa. Let's talk about this. What about this? What about this? What about this? And I'm like, I feel this way. I feel this way. I feel this way. When their sentences are littered with that, you know who I'm talking about. And this is why I find stories like this so interesting, because it shows how when stuff goes viral, so many times people have concocted their own version of events, and there's no reason for them to feel the way that they do. I'm giving you the example of a very, very viral story. All right. This was a 78-year-old man who was delivering DoorDash. He was delivering people's coffees and all sorts of stuff on DoorDash. And one woman was ordering DoorDash. She finds this 78-year-old man. He's struggling to get up the steps, and he slowly puts her coffee down in a bag and takes a picture with his phone. This old man using technology. Guy's nearly an octogenarian, a.k.a. in his 80s, and he is working DoorDash. And the woman watching this, she's coming from a good place, I think. I think she's coming from a good place. The woman watching this goes, oh, my God, that is so sad. This guy is financially destitute. If not for this, he would be just staying with his wife all day, and they would be holding hands until they both died at 117 years old in a pile of money.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
And you would have that sort of thought process playing out all over the country as other people saw this. And you did, because, see, let's bring up the GoFundMe here of the DoorDash driver dude, the 78-year-old DoorDash driver, Richard Pulley, who is at the center of this. Last we looked, it was raising quite a bit of money. It was pulling in money because people said, oh, my God, this guy, him and his wife have been together for 56 years. He's delivering DoorDash at 78 years old. When we see somebody in a grocery store working, old people working at any age, there's a lot of people who get emotional, who go, oh, my God, I feel sorry for this guy. What's the GoFundMe at the moment for this particular gentleman?
Oh, it is a cool $961,493.
Not bad. Not bad, right? $900,000.
I'm going to devil's advocate real quick. Was there no, setup ahead of time, my guy? Is there a point in which all of the older people that are, it makes us sad because they're on the internet, we're going to stop taking care of what they did not save up for?
Didn't they say something in the GoFundMe, like something had happened that made things more expensive, or
please share
some issue?
That I think was the case for the Walmart guy. Didn't the Walmart guy get dealt a bad hand with his wife or something like that?
Like hospital bills and stuff.
My name is Brittany. I'm setting up this GoFundMe for Richard. Richard delivered Starbucks to my home via DoorDash. It was evident it was a task for him with the help of social media. I tracked him down. I was able to track down Richard and learn he does DoorDash due to his wife being fired from her job at no fault of her own. Mm-hmm. And by the time they pay their monthly expenses plus purchase their medication, there's nothing left.
So the wife gets fired. They're running things a little tight, so he wants to make some money, and he goes to do the DoorDash thing. This woman, who I'm not saying anything bad about this woman, just for the record. Her name is Brittany Smith. She ordered DoorDash because her husband is a quadriplegic, and he chose the DoorDash leave at the door option because he needed somebody to bring it to the door so he could go over there and pick it up. And she saw it on the Ring camera. She saw that there was a delivery, and she saw this old man walking up the steps with the Starbucks bag, and she said, my heart just sank. I'm not coming down on her. I'm saying sometimes we project. There's so much projection going on. And I'll explain. This man now has $1 million-ish, right? Millions and millions of views for 78-year-old Richard Pulley doing DoorDash, and about $1 million, right? And so what's happening now? That's the big question that a lot of people have. This is the most amazing thing to me, and this is why I'm saying a lot of times people don't actually know what's going on. Although her GoFundMe, titled Give Richard a Chance to Rest Again, had only been up for about a week, It's got over $957,000 in donations from more than 32,000 individual donors. That's crazy. After learning about Pulley's story, the team at DoorDash called to thank him for his dedication, and they added $20,000 themselves. DoorDash also gave Smith a smaller gift for helping bring attention to Pulley and his wife. That's the person who is, highlighting this guy. And here's the thing. Here's the quote from the old man who's got $1 million now. He's set. He's fine. He's good. The old man, Richard Pulley, says, I taught myself how to be a good worker again. Although the last couple of shifts have worked out hard because now people are stopping me and bothering me to take pictures with me and all sorts of things. He says, I'll get back to work in the next couple of days. You read that right, the article says. He plans to continue delivery driving. Pulley says, while he did start doing it for financial reasons, he also likes it for the exercise. And he likes getting out of the house.
So he didn't want this.
Everybody out there was like, poor old man. If he didn't do it, he'd probably be dead. Him and his wife would die at home. You wouldn't be able to survive a moment. The guy gets $1 million. He still wants to do DoorDash.
And he's also
having fun.
That you are ruining his shift by trying to take pictures with him.
Yes, he's going like, look, things were better when people didn't want my autograph
Leave me
all
alone.
the time. And so I just want you to remember that. Courtney does this from time to time, too. We'll be walking around the neighborhood, and let's say somebody runs like a stoplight or something. They run a stoplight, and they speed off. She's like, God, they're driving like that? They're driving like that in this neighborhood? They probably hate kids. And I'll go, yeah? And she'll go, yeah, they probably work at some job where there's no kids, and so they don't have kids around them, so they hate kids. And then they like read too many car magazines, and so they get excited about driving really fast. And then I'll let her go, and then I'll be like, you have created an entire backstory for this person. You have no idea.
I'm going to give him money.
This is what we do. We use all the emotions lead so much in everything we do. Nobody kind of sat there and said, hey, not for nothing, man. You digging this? You having fun doing DoorDash? He's got $1 million. He doesn't have to do it. He's good. Him and his wife are fine. He still wants to get away from his nagging wife. He wants to go do DoorDash and get a couple of steps in. That's what's really going on in these cases sometimes. Let me know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. We do that all the time, though. We think it's an old person. Like, old person working equals sad.
I'm going to be so extra about it. Like, oh, here's your...
If only I could retire. There's a lot of that going on where we go, if somebody's old and they're working, it must be absolutely miserable for them. And they don't want to do this. A lot of times people like to do it. They like to get out. And in fact, I'll argue till I'm blue in the face this too. It's straight up good.
Yeah.
It's good for them. When old people stop working is when old people die sometimes.
Didn't we talk to the 90-year-old lady, the McDonald's? You know, she did once or twice a week work at McDonald's?
Yes.
Oh, I think so. Right?
She loved it.
She loved that job.
Yeah. She didn't make any money. People were like, she's not being treated right. And she didn't care. The old lady wanted to work. That's what she wanted to do. She was interested in it. I promised at the top of the hour, which is right now, that we're going to do the Afroman update, but I cannot put it right here because I have so many banger clips. We might have to, I'm not trying to be rude. I apologize profusely. It's going to be very, very good. We might have to do that after Fritz on the Street. But I have a quick update for you because this is hilarious to me. And I think all three of us on this show basically called this from the jump. Meta, a.k.a. Facebook's parent company, has officially announced they're shutting down their VR metaverse on June 15th. The VR metaverse, the metaverse that they thought for a while was going to be the next big thing. The metaverse, love this headline that somebody attached to this. Somebody just paid $450,000 to be Snoop Dogg's neighbor in the metaverse. Here's how you can live by a celebrity too. How's your $450,000 going? Huh? Whole thing
they
shutting down.
That payment?
I guess people were selling properties and doing it that way. And you all remember when Mark Zuckerberg launched this whole thing, they had this weird ass interview. And I immediately said, no one wants this. This is for like a fringe amount of people who already do things like VR chat, which if you don't know is virtual reality chat. Second Life, exactly, Sealand. Those kind of games. There's already games. Sims, There's already a million games for people who want to do this stuff. This is not the future of how people want to interact online, in my opinion. And I was right about that. And now they're shutting down despite all of this. It was such a weird, dumb idea. I knew it right from the jump. This was the beginning.
Our Studios team is joining me. Deb, do you want to take us through some of the exciting games in the pipeline for Quest?
Absolutely.
It'll never fail.
Over the years, we've had the opportunity to work with incredible developers.
Oh, you do?
Like Vertigo Games, the studio behind fan favorite Arizona Sunshine.
I love Arizona Sunshine. That game basically got me and my friends through the first few months of the
Name
pandemic.
your friends. Name your friends.
This was before Mark Zuckerberg had his whole glow up. He used to look like this. He used to be pumpkin pie haircutted freak Mark Zuckerberg, looking like he's straight out of Dumb and Dumber or something.
He still looks like that, but he put on a big white T-shirt and a gold chain, and now I'm urban.
I think he looks cooler. I think it worked for him. Whoever did this, whoever was involved in his makeover, I think deserves a little bit of credit. But the Meta people don't deserve any. And let's run some numbers on this, C-Lane. Look up how much did Meta spend on the Metaverse.
I already know.
Oh, do you?
I think. Because somebody posted this on Reddit.
No way.
And
what did they? They're shutting the whole thing down. Just mind you, they're shutting the entire thing down.
And this is just the Reddit headline from just some random subreddit. It says, after $80 billion, the metaverse is dead.
$80 billion.
No.
$80 billion later.
Just got a little sick.
They're shutting this down on, what did I say, May something?
Okay, but isn't that tied in with like the glasses too? Or is it just the actual, avatar, no legs?
As far as I knew, it was just
80 billion.
Like the metaverse was their idea that you were going to put on the Oculus Rift device that they kind of purchased and took over, and you were going to live in this virtual world and have your virtual avatar.
My dad's going to be so sad.
There's a couple people who are affected by this, but only a couple.
There's some argument over this figure because this person says no, Meta didn't spend $80 billion on this crappy game and is not giving up on VR. That's misinformation. It was something like they spent that on the whole division with all the VR stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But all the headlines are like, Mark Zuckerberg threw $77 billion into the toilet on Metaverse.
That's crazy.
Meta, formerly Facebook, has invested over $80 billion into its Metaverse division, Reality Labs, since 2019. Despite this massive spending, the division accumulated roughly $90 billion in operating losses.
Oh, God.
Following
Not really a winner.
Low user adoption, Meta is significantly scaling back its Metaverse efforts to reallocate resources toward AI.
That's when you have a bunch of good ideas in a row and people go, don't question him. Don't question him. He knows what he's talking about. This is going to be the next big thing.
He made Facebook.
Yeah, so all the new ideas are right.
Example of a game that keeps releasing fresh content.
So stiff, the interview that they did. And when they showed their avatars and they started doing interviews with their avatars, I knew immediately this was going to be a failure. Anybody bothered by this? Any metaverse users who are very, very much affected? Reach out to the show. I will hear you out. So send your dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com or email tips, TIPS, at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, quick break. When we come back, we're going to get geared up before too long for the next episode. We got Fritz on the street on the way and so much more. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Hello? Welcome behind the scenes of the show. Stoner 420 says, wish I could listen to the show right now, but I forgot my headphones. Damn, we need some closed captioning for a brother like this. Although he can't hear me. Johnny said Metaverse spent a bigger GDP than a lot of countries. True. Where did all of it go? Well, to huge salaries of very, very talented developers, to product lines, to all sorts of other things. And I'm sure they have something tangible out of it. And I'm sure they have a lot of software that they've developed that's worth something, I guess. But it was a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. question for you, chat. I just saw this morning, and because I'm a nerd dog lover these days, I went to look through the list. Because the news list going viral is all the top dog breeds of 2026. And I said, is there a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel on the list? That's what I have. That's Lady, our dog. And no, not on the list. No Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. But what, if you have a dog, what breed do you have, chat? Let's see if you guys match up with what the news article that's going viral across various platforms suggested were the most popular dogs. Huge changes from just a couple of years ago of 2026. What do you have? What do you have? What breed of dog? What type of dog? Greyhound? People swear by greyhounds, man. They love those animals. Pit Bull or Staffy? Imperial Shih Tzu? Really? Unfettered for you. Frenchie. French Bulldog, #1. Unfettered for you. Which is crazy because it was barely on the list like 5 years ago. 10 years ago, it wasn't in the top like 20. Crazy. Basset Hound. Now there's a good dog. Basenji, Maltese, and a mutt. Belgian Malinois, Rhodesian Ridgeback, and a chocolate lab. Golden Lab. Now that's a traditional good dog right there. They're all winners. A lot of these aren't on the list at all, though. Not even close to it. Our Willie has a Cavalier King Charles and a Cavapoo. We have a Rescue Chihuahua and a Rat Terrier Shar-Pei mix. 17-year-old Beagle. Man, Beagles can live. Beagles can go on a journey through life. Love those dogs. French Bulldogs are ugly. Yikes! Yikes! A Jack Russell. Now, maybe my memory is wrong on this, chat, but in the early 2000s to late 90s, late 90s to early 2000s, I should say, in the late 90s to early 2000s, Jack Russells were everywhere. Everybody wanted them. They were so smart. They still are, obviously. Jack Russell, like, you could teach those dogs to do so much. I had a friend who had one, and he could, like, flick a bottle cap across the room, and the dog would get it, and then go to bases, like, he'd be like, you get the bottle cap, then go touch this, then touch this, then touch this, then come back. Dog does it. Nobody has them anymore. There's a ton of Jack Russells at the beach down here? Really? I have a demon cat. Because of the show Frasier? Oh, that could have been it. That's true. Stand by. Oh, there's chat. Okay, there's TNJ chat. All right, I gotta hide the peaks from chat. VW Shane says, does this appear in Super Chat? Question answered. Yes, it does indeed. TNJ Chat 2.0 is on the screen, but I'll change it afterwards so it doesn't include the peaks, because that looks ugly. My English Bulldog is my best friend. Nice. You'll love to hear it. I think it's great. All right, we got to get into the Afroman update. We got to get into the next episode. We have to get into Fritz on the street. I haven't even chosen anybody to play for in Fritz on the street. Unbelievable.
Words, Micro. That's pound 250, Micro.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like the Beatles Now and Then, celebrating all things Beatles. Legendary clips, deep cuts, live performances, and all their solo hits. Listen commercial-free. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Beatles Now and Then, and make it your next preset.
iHeartRadio.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan. Where breaking news meets broken people. This is the News Junkie.
Busy Thursday show. This is the News Junkie, and you can learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. In fact, you can watch if you'd like. You can watch the whole damn show, the whole production. Nice cameras, PTZs. It's a whole damn thing, baby. Go check it out over on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. And I wanted to give you a couple of updates here, but I did just see an interesting clip rolling through. So I'm going to pull this up real time and we'll listen to it. So we were talking about gas prices. We're talking about the war in Iran and those sorts of things. You know, those are sort of ancillary and if I'm honest with you, boring to a lot of people. A lot of you are like, I don't even care about that. The president of the United States, Trump, is in the White House right now. And I guess he's sitting next to the prime minister of Japan. And he started talking about Pearl Harbor, I think.
Oh.
All right.
What better time than now?
It's like, it's been a while, but that must gets a little awkward. Like, I can imagine an American president hanging out over in Japan, and they're like, you might want to visit Nagasaki while you're in town. Maybe stop by Hiroshima, see what the United States did to our country. And I want to hear this for myself. So let's listen together. This is President Trump in the White House. They're talking about what's happening with Iran, et cetera, et cetera. And the prime minister of Japan, this woman, very popular, the leader of Japan, very, very, very popular. Oh, my God, I've said it so many times, and I have not played it even a single time.
I've said it in my head so much.
Japan! A very, very popular prime minister of Japan is alongside President Trump. Let's see what he said. Here we go.
Let me pick a beautiful person from Japan. A question for the prime minister. Go ahead.
Japan!
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't believe he's beautiful.
The person that he pointed out was like, me? Me? He said beautiful. What the hell? The reporter was very surprised he was the one who was chosen after somebody saying beautiful.
He sounded shocked.
What?
He sounded shocked.
Japan and U.S. are very good friends. But one question, why didn't you tell U.S. allies in Europe and Asia, like Japan, about the war before attacking Iran?
All right, so the reporter is saying, we know that Japan and the United States are good friends. True, right? Based Japan. Japan's awesome. I love Japan. And he's saying, like, the United States and Japan are friends. How come you didn't tell Japan about the war in Iran before it happened? Your allies, you didn't bring them on board and tell them about it.
Very confused about we Japanese citizens.
Well, one thing, you don't want to signal too much. You know, when we go in, we went in very hard, and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Why didn't you?
You guys love surprises, remember?
Click in his brain.
This is insane.
He's like, in his brain, he's like, we had a surprise attack. Wait, hang on. Who knows?
You know who knows something about that? Oh, Japan here.
Interesting you bring up surprise attack.
We wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay? Why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay? Right?
Oh, there was one person who was like,
thoughts? comment?
Might have been the prime minister next to him.
Hey, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor? Okay? Right? He's asking me, do you believe in surprise? I think much more so than us. And we had to surprise him, and we did.
Just like Pearl Harbor.
Surprise, we knocked out, the first 2 days, we probably knocked out 50% of what and much more than we anticipated doing. So if I go and tell everybody about it, there's no longer a surprise.
There you go. So he said, we got to surprise them. We have to surprise. You guys know about that on account of the Pearl Harbor. The Pearl Harbor was a big surprise for us here in the United States, referencing for you youngins. Way back in the day, there was a Japanese kamikaze and bombing attack on Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. And they even made a movie about it. For those of you who don't like reading books, because I get it. Books are quite slow sometimes. I struggle with them myself. I'm like, give me something faster. This is boring me. I struggle. I go back and forth and take my time on some of the audiobooks that I go through. But if you don't want to read a book, they did make a movie called Pearl Harbor with a Mr. Benjamin Affleck, I think.
Yes, I do remember that. That was Lifetime,
so you
right?
can see that. Yeah. Well, it was a big budget movie. It was a very, very big budget movie.
I liked that movie.
People did. It was a big hit with certain crews, but I haven't seen it in a long time. I have to check that out.
The makers of Team America World Police would beg to differ.
Yeah, not big fans.
There was a whole love song in that movie. It was hilarious. I haven't seen that movie forever, but there was a whole love song that was like, "I love you just as much as Michael Bay sucked at making Pearl Harbor," or something like that.
Twitch says Team America has a song called Pearl Harbor Sucks. Is that it?
Yeah. I miss you like that movie, Miss the Point, and that's an awful lot, girl.
Oh, damn.
All I could think about is your face and that Essie movie.
I have another update for you, a clip I'm going to play in just a moment on the whole weird CEOs eating stuff. You thought that was over with, but little did you know, something going viral again today, and I'll bring it to you here in just a moment. But I'm now a nerd in this world where
No, you already were.
Newfangled Sean is a dog lover. I love animals. We have a dog, Courtney and I. It's a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel named Lady, which is kind of embarrassing for a lot of reasons. One of them being that everybody goes, "Oh, it looks like Lady from Lady and the Tramp." And we have to go, is her name? Her name is Lady. And love her, though. Great dog. Great dog.
A beautiful dog.
Mildly
Surprise. Greatest dog ever.
And I see headlines like this. I see stories going viral. And I go, okay, I'll click. I'm a pet owner. I love dogs. And the story is like a simple, stupid one. Most popular dog breeds in the United States for 2026. And I look and I go, did Cavalier King Charles Spaniel even make it into the top? You don't hear a lot of people talking about him necessarily. And it
just
didn't do it. And the craziest thing ever is French Bulldogs remain the #1 dog in the United States of America. Even though there's, health concerns with the breed and all these different things that you face, people love these little dogs. They're adorable. They're adorable dogs. They bred them into weird territory, but they're adorable dogs. And the crazy thing about it is they weren't even in the top 50 25 years ago. Nobody was buying Frenchies. They were not a big deal.
Did they have them 25 years ago? Was there a person, a celebrity, who got a French Bulldog and just started the French Bulldog revolution?
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I think a lot of celebrities did.
Robbed at gunpoint.
People became so excited about these dogs. The dogs are expensive as hell now because there's so much demand for these Frenchies. And I think the numbers are just exploding on them. Labrador Retrievers are #2, Golden Retrievers #3, German Shepherds #4, and Wiener Dogs #5. But there's so many of these dogs that were popular. Yorkshire Terriers used to be #6 25 years ago. Now, 64.
Whatever.
All right? Nobody likes
He's
these things
#1 in my
anymore.
heart.
I agree. I think they're great dogs. Saint Bernards were last year 63rd. All right.
Is Beethoven a Saint Bernard? Is that?
Yeah. Big old Saint Bernards. 50 years ago, they were in the top 10. Now nobody wants a big ass Saint Bernard anymore. So Just like names go out of popularity, dog breeds go out of popularity, it all swings all over the place. Not a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel in sight, unfortunately, for the lady dogs of the world, but maybe your breed made it up in there. And all dogs are great. They're all wonderful dogs. Lexi's a great dog. Carl's a great dog. They're all, even if they have problems, you know, they still make your life better, most of them, I think. Meanwhile, we go over to the CEO world. I promised you an update there. The last horse to cross the finish line. After McDonald's, Burger King, who else was involved in this? Arby's.
No, what was the one? A&W?
A&W. They had chimed in with their CEO eating stuff. Last horse to cross the finish line, the CEO of Costco.
I get a hot dog. Thank you very much.
Ordering a hot dog from a Costco. Ron Vakris.
$1.50 for this hot dog?
Boom.
Oh, whoa. You ate that a certain way.
There is something about this. This is a man, the CEO of Costco. Shouts out to you, buddy. I believe in you. When I watch this, I go, that's a man who eats hot dogs. That's a man who eats hot dogs.
Grab it fully with one hand and open your mouth and take that first bite?
Oh, hell yeah. He's not putting anything on it. He's going raw dog with his dog. Everybody can, you know, they can put them with all the accoutrements they want to. But this guy just goes raw dog, straight out the bag. He takes the dog out. But I'm looking at him. I believe this guy. I think this is a guy who eats hot dogs. I think this is not a man who has pate 5 nights a week and then only the most amazing cuts of steak and lobster. This is a man who I think eats some damn hot dogs. He looks like it. $1.50.
The hot dog price will not change as long as I'm around.
A man, a few words, and big hot dog bites.
Amazing quality, amazing value.
Eating that weird.
That's $1.50 well spent.
Are you going to have another one at your next building you go to?
Absolutely.
I believe him. I think it's a man that eats them damn hot dogs all the time. What's so weird about how he was eating them? I think he was eating them normal.
I mean,
he's
fistfulling it, and it was halfway done after that first bite.
This is how a regular person eats a hot dog. You don't like hold the hot dog like a careful platter and try to ease. No, you take it, you hold it, you bite into the dog. You get at that thing. I think he knows what he's doing. This guy seems like a dude who lives in the real world, as opposed to that McDonald's guy talking about beef notes or meat notes or whatever the hell he said.
The hot dog at Costco, quarter pound, right? I believe. Like it's a pretty big hot dog.
It is. It's a big, good hot dog.
It'll fill you up for $1.50. Not bad. And this guy that's doing it, Ron Vakris, was the successor to Craig Jelinek, who tried to approach the old CEO and said, like, yo, we can't sell this for $1.50 anymore. We got to bump it to $1.75. And according to Jelinek, the lore is that the guy replied, if you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out.
They're going to make him mad. You remember when we did the news interview of the Cracker Barrel former CEO?
Yeah.
Remember? And the Cracker Barrel controversy was going on, and it damn near gave him a heart attack, the old guy who loved Cracker Barrel.
So distraught.
Yeah, he's like, when I was running this company, they had a similar situation. And Costco's like, we're bleeding, we're dying. The hot dogs are just bringing us to bankruptcy here. Too bad. It's a winner. It is a winner over there at Costco. What do you think? Let us know. Send us a dispatch. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Breaking news, and unfortunately, it's not news that he broke with his bare hands. Chuck Norris has been rushed to the hospital. 19 kids, and now counting on one hand how many Duggars are pedos. And more than one, by the way. Plus, Britney Spears has been, and I quote, star-whacked. All this according to Randy Quaid. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedian.
Welcome behind the scenes. Insecure Walrus says, I enjoy the girthy Sam's Club hot dogs. How much is a Sam's Club hot dog? Chat, who has the best hot dog? Like a place you can go to. Usually they're terrible. Who has the best hot dog? Not cooked at home, available for most people. You're not making it yourself. Like, who can you drive to? They'll serve you a hot dog. Is it Costco? Hot dog heaven? It's okay. It's all right. Sam's is $1.50 also. The Costco dog is good. It's a good one. Coney Island hot dogs? Portillo's is good. 7-Eleven Big Bite? I don't know. 7-Eleven hot dogs, I'm hesitant on the 7-Eleven hot dog front, Missy. Sonic? I've only been to Sonic once. Growing up, they advertised all over television, but they were not available. Finally, they became available. When I was working on the water job, they built the Sonic right next door to Carolina Mountain Water. And so I would go every once in a while and pull in there. And I was never blown away. Never blown away. Mustard's famous hot dogs? Steak and Shake? And here's the dark horse. Somebody says Cumberland Farms hot dogs are the best. That's the dark horse in the race. The Sonic Burrito and Frito Pie were good, but they're gone. Multiple people saying Harold's in Winter Garden. I'll have to check that out. Okay, we're coming back. Those ones they sell in front of Lowe's are jamming. If somebody asks me, hey, I'm going to Chicago, where should I get a great Chicago dog? I always tell them, if it's spring or summer and they have a hot dog cart in front of the museum and the Shed Aquarium, go over there. I've tried all the hot dogs. I love hot dogs. And to me, the cart hot dogs, they're just better. Why? Why are the hot dog carts? It's just a hot dog cart in the middle of Chicago. Some random guy slinging them, Chicago style. Greatest hot dog I ever had. Why? Why are those better? Why are they better from the carts? Coming back live.
Five employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Metal roofing starts with Tri-County Metals. Trusted quality. Proven performance. Register your metal roof rebate and get up to $500 back. Visit TriCountyMetals.com today.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the News Junkie.
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Welcome in on the News Junkie. In the world's most viral newsroom, and the website for you to check everything out is thenewsjunkie.com. We'll get into the next episode here in just a moment. I want to remind you, I still have the big, exciting, and fantastic update in the resolution of the Afroman case. Some of you have been waiting for that. I've got banger clips galore for you. It's really, really, really a great ending to this case, and I think you're going to have a good time on that ride. We have to talk about at this Air Force base where they found, this is a quote here, possible energetic materials, whatever the hell that means. at this Air Force base that's on alert. We have a million other things to get into. We have Fritz on the street coming up at the top of the hour. All of that before the end of the show. I promise you that much. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I'm not going to spend my life being a color.
You agree with me when I saw you.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguydon.com, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, looking to get that money off the table and back in your hands. Maybe starting a business or expanding your business. All of those things and many other things in between. Work with someone who's got your back, who gives you peace of mind instead of confusion. And of course, I'm talking about my friend, That Mortgage Guy Don. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
'Twas a mere 44 years ago, 1982, the lead guitarist for this guy right here.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy is right, and it was on this day, 1982, that Randy Rhoads killed in a freak accident in Leesburg, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Right out of this week in Florida.
Crazy.
A plane he was riding
Well, that week in Florida.
buzzed Ozzy's tour bus, crashed into a house. The pilot and female passenger also dead. He was only 25 years old.
Damn.
And earlier this week, remember, Reba's plane crashed and killed everybody else, too. Maybe it's not a good week for musicians to send their band members and or tour managers on planes, but maybe that's just me. And speaking of Randy's, we've got Randy Quaid back in the news, and he's speaking and this is a very loose term, truth on Britney.
What does he know?
In the wake of the DUI that happened earlier this month, fans are asking serious questions, and Randy Quaid is given the goddamn truth. Now, TMZ was the first outlet to report the arrest of Britney Spears with the DUI, and that summoned actor Randy Quaid to fire off serious accusations, all on X, formerly Twitter, claiming the celebrity news site has a history of setting up stars for DUI arrests. Shall we?
Probably true.
The area where Britney Spears was arrested, said Randy Quaid on X, for DUI with scum TMZ first reporting, is famous for and has been sued and proven in court to set up innocent people with pre-filled DUI forms. Britney is followed 24/7 by scumbag Harvey Levin and TMZ. They work with Correct Ventura and ... Because if I had printed out his old X form, it would have been 7 pages of pre-filled rants. Audio from the 911 call was later released. Caller claiming black BMW was weaving across the lanes, then speeding and weaving. And that prompted Randy Quaid to say, this is a conspiracy, something he calls star whackers. That's going to be on trivia later. Star whacking, including the deaths of Heath Ledger, Chris Penn, David Carradine, and Britney's DUI arrest.
David Carradine.
Did I say it right?
No, I'm saying, didn't he whack himself?
Yeah, that's
while doing
hard one to fake.
Yeah.
Is it star whacking or not? So we'll see if Randy Quaid is right or not. Also, is he still fleeing from the U.S. government?
Who knows what that guy's doing these days?
Yeah. He's a wild man.
There you have it. Also, wild, bad man. We have an update on this dude right here. He's sparkly.
Oh, Gary Glitter.
And according to reports, pedophile Gary Glitter is on his last legs in prison.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Good riddance. Convicted of downloading child porn images and jailed for 4 months in 1999. He deported from Cambodia over child abuse allegations in 2006. Imprisoned for a further 2.5 years for sexually abusing 2 young girls, 10 and 11.
Jesus, man.
And he was jailed for 16 years in 2015. So if he survives past 81 with those last legs of his, He would not be able to get out until 2031. So,
oh no,
see ya. Or maybe he might get a new bunkmate because Joseph Duggar from 19 Kids and Counting has been arrested for sexual activity with a minor.
All right. I don't know if we have enough time here for it. We probably don't. But there's an interesting question to be asked here. Now, of course, he's innocent until proven guilty, all that. But this is the second Duggar family member that's been accused of touching kids, is it not?
That is correct. The oldest, Josh Duggar, arrested back in April of 2021.
I don't mean to downplay abuse at all. I'm not trying to do that. But we're not talking about like a 17-year-old we're talking about these like kids. Like
14-year-old.
This one was a 9-year-old or something. And one of the cases, or the story that I saw yesterday was somebody super young. And you go, how could it happen? Is this like a DNA thing? They're brothers and they're both drawn to this. Is this a DNA thing, or is this like something was happening in that household and
a lot of
that shaped these kids to be abusive against other children or something?
According to the press release from Bay County Sheriff's Office, 14-year-old alleged victim was interviewed and made claims about several incidents involving the 31-year-old Duggar, Joseph Duggar to be exact, during a family vacation in Panama City Beach when she was 9.
Yeah, she was 9. That's it.
They say the incidents took place in 2020. The alleged victim said Duggar repeatedly asked her to sit on his lap before later asking her to sit next to him on a couch, covering them with a blanket. And it goes on and on. Yeah. And not good whatsoever. He admitted his actions, and was subsequently arrested and charged with lewd and lascivious behavior involving molestation of a victim less than 12 years old.
2 brothers, same family, same horrific charges like that. That can't be by accident. That seems like...
But then there's 17 others. So do we have to keep a close eye on them or what?
Well, I don't know the science of it. So I don't know if this is more likely that this was something to do with their upbringing. I think there is a big portion of being attracted to kids like this that is just an innate thing in these people that makes them monsters that need to wake up and
like
fight
born
themselves
that
every
way,
day.
Or because there are a lot of pedophiles who they learned from what happened to them growing up. Not an excuse by any means, but you do wonder what happened in this household if you got 2 brothers.
That's the nature versus nurture debate I was kind of getting into there. Yeah. We don't know what led to this and what happened, but it's pretty weird. Pretty weird.
How do you segue into the boob tube? By playing the fun song from earlier, shall I? First round of the NCAA March. Big dance. Angriness. Am I allowed to say it during this? Am I allowed to say the March Madness?
Yeah.
We have all the big schools playing to get that #1 spot. So good luck to way too many to say, but go Knights. Watch what happens live with Sarah Michelle Gellar and catch Johnny Knoxville on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. Most importantly, say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Join us on the show for Fritz on the Street, which is coming up in just a moment here. It's super easy for you to get involved. All you have to do is play along with us as you hear the game. Now, here's the bonus for you. A little bit of a bonus for you, if you don't mind. If we pick you, each of us picks somebody. I pick somebody, Sabrina and Celine pick somebody, and we play for them in Fritz on the Street, the greatest game in all of radio. If we win, you win, and you get your hands on a prize. In this case, it's a random magnet out of the News Junkie Closet O magnets. I'll give you something fun in there. We're out of the Fritz on the Street ones, but we got some great magnets in there. I'll give you something special. And all you have to do now is get our attention in one of the chats via email, Instagram, whatever you want to do. And each of us will pick somebody, we'll fight for them. Fritz on the Street is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Traffic moving along fairly well this afternoon. A little slow in the area of World Drive. Also, accident reported blocking the right lane, Orange Blossom Trail southbound as you approach Holden Avenue. However, cameras not showing too many delays through that area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-67.
Hello. Welcome to the show. How are you today? Sean, I'm in Palm Beach County. Pick me, says Chef Adam. Maybe. Maybe I'll consider. Missy gifted me a sub and deserves to be picked. Maybe. Maybe. Kurt, I missed the first half of your comment.
Go to the website, hit the button that says compare, upload your quote, and Don will.
I don't think we know what the split of driving factors are for people who do that. I fundamentally don't think people wake up and choose to be into that stuff. I think that they are that way. I think a lot of our different turn-ons are kind of baked into us in many ways. That's just my vibe. But if you have those turn-ons, you have to wake up every day in a constant battle with yourself and never, ever, ever, ever let yourself win. That's what I expect out of every one of those people. You never, ever, ever, if that's who you are, you never let yourself win. Ever. Chef Adams in Lake Worth, I got you on the potential list. Sun State John says life is wonderful, Sean. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well, Sun State John. I'm glad. Pick me says Wessendorf. Don B. Who to choose? Pick me. I don't mind losing with you. Well, you're not getting picked. Fritz in the street coming up next. Pick me, Sean. It's been 2 years since you have, and you won back then. Tempting. Very tempting. Missy says, I'm the OG chatter, #1 first day. What? Which first day? Which first day? So Missy chant underway for her. Beta chat. That is a good insult for TNJ chat currently. Oh, you mean beta chat? Ugh. Yikes, the beta's over there. 2 minutes and we're coming back. T-back. T-back is in the thong? First day of TNJ chat? Missy, do you mean TNJ chat 1.0 or 2.0? 1.0 was a wild ride for a little while. There was no moderation for a while. And I couldn't even ban people or anything. What a difference a handful of years made. I'm the pick-me girl. I have no shame. I'm pretty sure you have a penis. YouTube is alpha chat. Johnny says, first day was me, Missy, and someone else. I also vote for Missy. All right, I'm listening. I haven't made a decision just yet. Mr. Predicto, if I play for one of these people, will we win today in Fritz on the Street?
The answer is unclear. Try again.
One more time. Mr. Predicto, will I win today at Fritz on the Street?
It is a certainty.
Bet your ass it is. You hear that? It's a certainty. Who's going on a ride with me? Let's go. Let's go.
Meat Market on Instagram or go to the website wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station guaranteed human. Because therapy's expensive, and we have microphones. This is the news.
The showdown starts in just moments, and you can play along. Hell, maybe we'll even pick you to play in the game 4. We'll see how that all goes in just a moment. Learn more about the show at thenewsjunkie.com. Real quick, I saw, I love these stories about these big freeway spills. It's something for me. I don't know why. I just love these stories. And Courtney sent one, and she's like, oh, my God, what the hell is happening here? So let's peek in before we join our friend Fritz for Fritz on the Street.
8 o'clock here on KCAL9. I'm assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk with a sticky situation happening in Fontana tonight. Take a look. This is video from Fontana where an overturned big rig has caused syrup to leak into all lanes of the westbound 10 freeway.
Oh. It closed down an entire freeway with syrup leaking all over the... Yeah, like big, thick... maple syrup flowing out of this truck, a semi-truck that crashed. And then cars couldn't drive over it because it was so sticky and slick, and they had to get rid of this with the hazmat teams. It shut down the entire road at the time when this went down. Love those stories about trucks overturning, as long as nobody gets hurt with weird stuff. This time, syrup edition. Right now, though, friends, it's about time to get started. Fritz is with us. Hello, Fritz.
Hello.
There he is. There's Fritz. He's with us to do Fritz on the Street. And now it's time to choose our players. Who are we fighting for in Fritz on the Street today? I'll be choosing and fighting for. I'll be choosing Missy from TNJ Chat. That will be my choice. Missy from TNJ Chat. What about you, Sabrina?
I'm going to go with Tater Hog. Just reached out via Instagram.
All right, Tater Hog for Sabrina. What about you, C-Lane?
I'm going to go with Shelby. She sent me an email a little bit earlier asking for me to play for her, so I picked Shelby.
All right, we're all loaded up. We have picked our people. We're ready to go. Fritz, you ready to do this?
You bet you're sticky icky.
Here we go. Let's do Fritz on the Streets.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sabrina.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey. Hi. Fritz on the Street is sponsored by That Mortgage Guy Don and Happy Homes Mortgage LLC. That's right. Each Saturday morning right here on Real Radio 104.1, you can listen to me, MJ, and That Mortgage Guy Don answering questions live. That's right. Live on air from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Now is the perfect time to reach out. If you already have a quote, you can compare it on thatmortgageguydon.com. You can also listen in on all of the old podcast episodes. And, if you have a question about home ownership or buying or selling, just check out. That's homeloansradio.com or thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.
In first place for Fritz on the Street with 63 points, that would be Mr. Christopher Lane.
Yeah.
In second place with 46 points, Miss Sabrina Ambra.
All right.
And in third place, 1 point removed from her with 45 points, Mr. Sean Wasson.
All right.
You know the rules. I go to the bar so you don't have to. I ask 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. You have to chime in for that bonus point, and then tell me, out of 8 answers, how many got it right.
How was the crowd at Cavo's this week?
Well, it was postponed because, you see, there was a bespoke drinking holiday. So
that's right.
They didn't need trivia. However, I went over to a local bar on Mills, Rogan's, and it was packed. So I got all the drunkies over there to participate.
Same day.
On St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, this is St. Patrick's Day, drunk crowd participating in the game. That does change things.
What time?
Yeah.
What time did you do this?
I got there around 7:30, left around 9.
Oh, they were hammered.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So without further ado, question number 1. Last week, which NBA player scored 83 points in a single game, surpassing Kobe Bryant's 81?
Oh, my God. Son of a bitch.
Sports.
Sean.
John Johnson.
That is incorrect.
Might as well clear the deck. I have no idea.
Last week, which NBA player scored 83 points in a single game, surpassing Kobe Bryant's 81?
Sabrina. That would be Smith.
That is incorrect.
Lane pass. Nothing.
That would be Bam Adebayo.
Adebayo with a fun name.
Yeah, we were all saying it because Bam Adebayo is fun to say. Damn it.
C-Lane, you are in first place. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Bam Adebayo?
Let's go with 3.
3.
4
for Sabrina.
2.
And 2 for Sean. Question number 1 with answers of 2, 3, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone knows their sports, baby. Last week, which NBA player scored 83 points in a single game, surpassing Kobe Bryant's 81?
I'm going to say it. LeBron James.
I'm a Heat fan. Bam Adebayo.
Dwight Howard.
Adebayo.
That I do not know.
Pass.
Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo.
Damn it.
That would be 4. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points, getting it right on the money. And C-Lane with a guess of 3, picking up 1 point. The one guy said Adebayo, and I was like, that's close enough. The guy was he had 15 drinks at that point. Question 2. Apparently he gets there every year at 9 a.m. and leaves at 2.
Oh, God.
Question 2. I'm not going to say his name, Question 2. In the 1980s cartoon Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, what food is Monty hypnotically drawn to? Sean.
Cheese.
Cheese is correct. Don't do it, Monty. It's a trap. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said cheese?
Oh, he's one of the characters where they do the scent. And then he brings them up off the ground.
Then he floats over.
6.
4.
4 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sabrina. Question 2 with answers of 3, 4, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
His name is Monterey Jack. Let's see who gets it. In the 1980s cartoon Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, what food is Monty hypnotically drawn to?
Oh, man, I'm going to hate not knowing this one. I don't know. Acorn lasagna.
Cheese.
Not cheese. Is it cheese? Cheese.
Pizza.
I know this. Damn, I don't.
Is that... Oh, man.
Cheese?
That would be 3. Yes. Sabrina's picking up 2 points, and C-Lane with a guess of 4, picking up 1 point.
Damn it.
We now move on to question 3 at the 98th Academy Awards. Which film was nominated? C-Lane.
Damn it.
Nominated.
Could
be anything.
I thought we were going one battle after another.
Nominated?
That is incorrect.
A lot of them. All right. Oh, Sean.
You don't know, buddy.
Sinners.
Sinners is correct.
Oh,
yes,
my gosh.
I do, baby. Yes, I do.
The full question at the 98th Academy Awards, which film was nominated for a record-breaking 16 Oscars? We watched Sinners when we got back from Rogan's. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Sinners?
What'd you think of Sinners, Fritz?
It was my second time watching it through. I still love it.
It's a
and Michael B.
really-
Jordan, I've never felt so strongly about another man in my life.
He's a good-looking dude.
He really is.
Great.
It's a really slick movie. Like, it looks really good on a big screen.
Halfway through, horror, supernatural.
Right. Yeah, some twists and turns and stuff. It's a good time. I'm going to say 6 people.
6.
7.
7 for Sabrina.
6.
And 6 for C-Lane. Question 3 with answers of 6 and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their Sinners? At the 98th Academy Awards, which film was nominated for a record-breaking 16 Oscars?
It was Sinners, right?
Right. What kind of movie?
Sinners.
Sinners. Isn't that Sinners?
Sinners?
Sinners? Sinners.
Damn.
That's 7. Sabrina's picking up 2 points, and Sean and Sealing with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point each. We now move on to question 4. That's the halfway point. After question 4, I will let you know who is winning so far on the day. And question 4 goes like this. What was the, speaking of Florida, my shirt, what up, baby? What was the name of the first space-ready NASA shuttle?
Sabrina. That would have been Artemis.
That is incorrect.
Sean. Endeavor?
That is incorrect.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Discovery.
So Endeavor was the first one they made as like a prototype, but Columbia was the first one that was space ready. Sean, you got question 3 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Columbia?
5.
5.
3.
3 for Sabrina.
Let's shoot the middle. 4.
And 4 for C-Lane. Question 4 with answers of 3, 4, and 5. We've been perfect so far through 3. What was the name of the first space-ready
Son of a bitch.
Is that Atlantis?
Apollo 1?
Challenger.
Atlantis. That's not right.
Why is it still not, like, giving me anything?
Challenger.
The Challenger.
Pass.
Wow.
Yikes.
0 out of 8. So
That one goes to you, NASA.
No points awarded on that one. But that's fine. We have 4 questions remaining. In first place so far with 6 points, Sabrina/Tater-Hog. And then we have a tie for second and third place, 3 points each. C-Lane/Shelby and Sean/Missy. Right. Question 5 now on the agenda. At auction, a black Stratocaster guitar fetched $14.6 million, which was previously owned by David Gilmour of which band? Sabrina.
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd is correct.
I mean, I'll tell that story during the next episode.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Pink Floyd?
You said his name.
It's the most expensive guitar ever
sold.
Yep.
Wow.
It was recorded on Money, Comfortably Numb, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, a whole bunch of songs.
Damn.
4.
5 for C-Lane.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 5 with answers of 4 and 5. At auction, a black Stratocaster guitar fetched $14.6 million, which was previously owned by David Gilmour of which band?
Pink Floyd.
I don't know them.
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd?
I don't know.
AC/DC.
Don't know.
I thought that was Jerry's for the Grateful Dead.
That would be 3.
Yeah. That was end of the night.
He was referring to Jerry Garcia's Tiger guitar, which sold for a couple million under that. So 3 is the answer. Sean with a guess of 4, and Sabrina with a guess of 4, each picking up 1 point.
That was
3. I'm like, yes, but I'm not asking about that guitar.
Great guitar, man.
Question 6. What zodiac sign would a person have if born on St. Patrick's Day? Sabrina.
That would be Pisces.
Pisces is correct. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Pisces?
2.
Mercury's in Gatorade. 2.
3.
3 for C-Lane.
Mercury's in Gatorade. 4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 6 with answers of 2, 3, and 4. What zodiac sign would a person have
Damn
if
it.
born on St. Patrick's Day?
Pisces.
Gemini?
A Pisces.
Star shift and die out, man. You can't tell where it really lands.
Virgo. No idea.
Pisces.
They would be Pisces.
Pisces, I'm Pisces.
That would be 5.
Is that Grateful Dead guy?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it is.
Sure you don't want to count his answer?
I was thinking about it just to be a dick. 5 is the correct answer, so Sean with a guess of 4, picking up 1 point. Now, moving on to question 7. On Tuesday, which head of the National Counterterrorism Center officially resigned due to the conflict with Iran?
Sabrina. Tom.
That is incorrect.
Sean.
Sean?
Damn it, I should know this. But I don't. Nothing.
Make it up.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Logan.
Logan is incorrect, too. That would be Joe Kent. Joe Kent.
All right.
Sabrina, you got question 6 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Joe Kent?
1.
1.
0.
0 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sean. Question 7 with answers of 0, 1, and 3. Ooh, I hit the wrong button.
Ding, 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 ding.
Somebody knows it and is picking up 2 points. On Tuesday, which head of the National Counterterrorism Center officially resigned due to the conflict with Iran?
Don't know.
Yeah, I got to pass on that because I saw, but I didn't see the name.
Pass.
Well, we got nothing.
Joe Kent.
Oh.
Yeah, pass.
I know the name, but I did not guess that.
I got nothing.
Damn it!
That would be 1. Sabrina's picking up 2 points, and C-Lane with a guess of 0, picking up 1 point. 1 question remains, but before we do, let's take a look at the leaderboard. In first place with 11 points, Sabrina/Tater Hog. In second place with 5 points, Sean/Missy. And in third place with 4 points, C-Lane/Shelby.
Been a minute.
We're now moving on to question 8. What is the capital of Syria? Sabrina.
Seriously, I'm gonna know this. Serious City.
That is incorrect.
I know it. If I had a multiple choice, I'd nail like everyone in the world probably, but that's not how it works. Sean. Damascus?
That is correct.
Oh my God.
Nicely, dude, that's awesome. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Damascus?
2.
2.
0.
0 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sabrina. Question 8 with answers of 0, 2, and 3.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows there? Syria City. What is the capital of Syria?
Palestine.
No idea. I got nothing.
I don't know.
Damascus.
It was old
Syria, anyway.
Damascus.
That would be 2. That means Sean is picking up a 3-pointer on that one, and Sabrina with a guess of 3 picking up 1 point. Yeah, I like that. That would be F you, man. I don't know. And that rounds out the day. In first place for Fritz on the Street with 12 points, Sabrina/Tater Hog. Congratulations. Wow. In second place with 8 points, Sean/Missy. And in third place with 4 points, C-Lane/Shelby.
Sorry, Shelby.
That means the new leaderboard looks like this in first place. And still leading with 67 points, Christopher Lane.
6-7!
In second place with 58 points, Sabrina Umbra. And in third place, just 5 points removed from her with 53, Sean Walson. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz!
Thanks, Fritzy.
I was
What a
so
time.
close. I was within 1 point and then no longer. That was my moment for the year. It was like, look, Sean, the competition is hot and you're in the middle of it.
That
and
damn 3-pointer you hit on question 8 was rad, though.
I needed more, but well, here we are. Either way, it's always a fun time, and you should take part in Fritz on the Street. Go play Fritz on the Street, and more importantly, play along with Fritz's amazing trivia night. I would encourage you to do this. Those of you out there, you're working hard. Things are expensive. Gas is expensive. One great way to take one night a week and treat yourself is go do something like a trivia night. People love it. And Fritz's is one of the best out there. It's so fun. So go do it. And are you going to be out next week at Cavo's or?
Yep.
All right. Next week
I will
at
be out there.
Cavo's. For those of you here in town, go hang out next week. Next Tuesday, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Next Tuesday night at Cavo's. Go join Fritz for Fritz's Funhouse Trivia. Thank you, Fritz. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
There he goes. All right, when we come back, I think it's time to do it. I think we got to do the Afroman update. I think we have to because it's so spectacular. It's been the greatest court case ever to follow. It really has been a pleasure. And now we've got to the end of it. And so I have some clips that you just 100% have to hear. And those are coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Silly and stupid, but full of integrity. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Expect delays traveling on I-4 westbound between Memorial Boulevard and Branch Forbes Road. Also, crash reported blocking the left lane 417 southbound after State Route 434. Also, crash still blocking the right shoulder I-4 westbound before Darrell Carter. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in my garage over 15 years ago to make custom blinds easy and affordable for everyone. You measure, you install, and you save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Ladies, did you get a spa day, some sort of spa package for Valentine's Day? It's time to return the favor because there does exist such a thing for men, and that is at Hammer & Nails Grooming for Guys. A lounge designed for men, big screen TVs, and a fully stocked bar, and the experts that will help them out with their premium haircut. The beard service at Hammer & Nails is top notch. Go get the premium beard grooming. They'll revive your beard with rich oil massage, reconstruct the shape with crisp razor lines. The exfoliating cleanse uses a charcoal mask to draw out impurities. They got the whole works for you, and it's a very relaxing time for a guy. I know because I've done it, and you could do it all with a beer or a smoked old-fashioned in your hand. Hammer Nails has 4 locations waiting for you. That is Oviedo, Winter Park, Winter Garden, and Windermere. Download the app and become a member today. Tell them C-Lane from the News Junkie sent you, and book online at hammerandnailsgrooming.com.
We honor the biggest stars from all genres of music that you love listening to all year long.
Don't miss our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. Watch live on Fox Thursday, March 26th.
Starting at 8 p.m.
And listen on iHeartRadio stations across America and the free iHeart app.
Trashy is a proud partner of the 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards. This spring, turn your closet clutter into rewards with the Take Back Bag. Learn more and get started at trashy.io.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250.
Hello. Yes, I just sent it to your Gmail. Actually, I'm an idiot. I sent the programming email to your Gmail. I sent the other one to your Real Radio mail. Okay. Hello, welcome behind the scenes of the show. Dinkers, good to see you over on TNJ Chat 2.0. Good to see you, Dinkers. Dinkers, when you unlock 1,000 points over there, you unlock some features. Like you'll be able to do some peeks. You can post a peek. Give people a peek at your life. I'm so sorry, Missy. I'm so sorry. I tried. I'm so sorry. Fritz did a great job, though. iHeart at $250, time to buy. Let's go. iHeart to $5. They're making big decisions like having people forego paychecks. Afroman roundup next.
Doing fine, having a beer, smoking a little right now. Hey, Sean, I can send peaks and I'm over 1,000 and uploads. It says uploads are disabled by admin. Am I already blocked? It might be that you're trying a file that's too big. A lot of other people seem to be okay with it. Let me know. Sorry, Missy. Stock is dropping from not enough plane stories. I'll up those numbers. Let's get those numbers up. Plane stories galore. It's making us money. Just had a haircut and they had you guys on. Pretty cool. Nice. Shout out to them. What's the haircut place? Who's the haircut place? Back on a plane. It doesn't let me get that far. I refreshed, etc. Step of feet, thank you. That's excellent advice. Look how well those commands work. Now mods, we need to like come up with some fun commands. What are the best commands we can use? For those of you who haven't been playing around in TNJ Chat 2.0, we got so much accomplished just yesterday after the show. And I somehow still did a video. The video failed miserably, but I don't care. I just wanted to get one out this week. I've been so behind the 8 ball. I'll do another one today and secret shows today. But we made so much stuff. We got mod chat built out. We got mod admin functionality working. They can use slash commands and exclamation commands. We got a lot happening. I did auto reconnect. We got the pop out, the chat pop out. The pop out is my favorite thing so far. You hit the chat pop out and you can go full screen. You can take it wherever you want. It's boss. Boss. Look, they can even do mod messages. Look at these folks. Let's get some gifted subs going today, huh? Well, I think we need 12 more. Sun State John has done his part. He's sitting down. I need you to step up. If we get 12 more gifted subs, go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit that gift icon. 12 more gifted subs, we'll unlock a bonus stream. Coming back. I like the video. I love your little videos. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Liquid Death CEO Mike Cesario.
Investors don't like to invest in ideas, they like to invest in businesses.
Charlemagne the God, and our own Chief Business Officer, Lisa Coffey. Listen to Math and Magic on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Math and Magic to start listening.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Helping to spread awareness, or whatever the new buzz term is. For not actually.
And hang out with us here on the show. It's the News Junkie. I'm the News Junkie. I know that's kind of weird, but you can learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com to be a junkie yourself. And if you want the podcast, the link's up there, thenewsjunkie.com. It's time to do it. It's time to get into the highly anticipated Afroman update. It is, in a way, the viral trial of the century. It truly has been an absolute and total pleasure.
And a gift. I mean, that keeps on giving.
For those of you who don't know what this is all about, please allow me to assist you in this. This is a rapper by the name of Afroman. Hilariously enough, I was talking to Courtney about this yesterday, and Courtney goes, did Afroman, I know he did the Because I Got High song. And I go, yeah. She goes, it's so stuck in my head. So stuck in my head today.
And she goes, did he do the It Wasn't Me song? And I'm like, no.
Oh, cool.
No. And then she started naming off every gimmick song. She's like, did he do the Little Bit of Monica? I'm like, no.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He didn't do Mambo number 5.
Christina.
She thought this one guy was responsible for every parody type song that's happened in the last 30. She goes, did he do, I swear to God, Courtney goes, did Afroman do Who Let the Dogs Out? And I said, no, that's not the guy.
That was a team of 40 to 50 guys that all call themselves Baha Men.
Yeah, it's different, totally different situation. But I understand why you would make that a mistake. I get it. This was a guy named Afroman who did the famous Because I Got High song. It was very, very big when it came out. Then he redid it a couple of times because he's made some money off of it. Then he apparently hit some woman in the face with a guitar or kicked somebody on stage and kind of lost a little bit of his glimmer there with the public. And then something big happened, and that's where we get into today. We're going to wrap up our coverage of this case here with some banger viral clips. What happened was the police in Ohio decided to go after Afroman, and they were going to go into his house. They got a warrant. They were looking for information about an abduction or kidnapping and drug use and selling drugs, right? And as they were looking through all of this stuff in his house, they realized, oh, damn, Afroman has security cameras everywhere. He has security cameras, and they're filming us. And then Afroman takes the security footage and makes a music video out of it because the cops didn't find anything. The cops raided his house, broke his front door. He wrote a song about that. Looked at his lemon pound cake. He wrote a song about that. They destroyed his house. He wrote a song about that. Made music videos with all this footage, but they didn't find a damn thing in his house except a little bit of money. And then they didn't give him back all the money that they took. Something happened with that. So the cops come after Afroman hard, and they strike out. Afroman fires back by using them in his music, and they start crying about it. The cops literally play victim. They busted in his house, went through his stuff, didn't fix anything that was broken, and they don't ever do that. And they left it all behind. And then the cops played victim. And yesterday you heard these cops on the stand because the police officers in Ohio are suing Afroman for a couple of things. I think defamation might be among them. And these cops were so stupid that one of them on the stand, when the attorney goes, well, what's one of the things that you're upset about? I guess Afroman said he had sex with your wife. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, you don't really think Afroman had sex with your wife, right? And he goes,
I don't know.
You going to go there? You going to go there?
And he goes, are you sure you want to go there? And the lawyer goes, well, do you really think your wife might have cheated on you with Afroman? And the guy goes, we've been together 15 years, man.
Since middle school.
Or since middle school, since we're 15 years old. And the guy wouldn't just do the most basic thing you would want in a partner and say, no, I don't think my partner had sex with Afroman.
If he was 15 years old in middle school, I don't want him to be on my police force.
It seems like there still may be some problems, all right? So I got a couple banger clips as the court case wrapped up. Here's one of them. Loved this one. C-Lane censored this.
Thank you, C-Lane.
And here's one of the clips from the Afroman case that I really liked. Here we go.
Posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have sex with other women.
Oh, no, it's... Damn it.
He used other words. She ate my ex-wife just like pizza.
Okay. Well, this is going to be an audio-only clip, all right? First of all. And
is that one of his songs?
How fast would the turnaround on video be? We don't need it, right? We don't need it.
I could do it real quick.
Find the video and just mute and play that audio is beautiful.
Okay, I can do that, what Sabrina said. Let me do that. I'll do that because it'll be as close as we'll get.
Because I do want to hear that one more time.
I do think it'll be nice with a 1-2 punch here, all right? Let me see. All right, here's how I'm going to do this, Celine. I'm going to hit play on your audio, which is great, right? And then I'm going to hit play.
Mr. Foreman posted that Lisa Phillips likes to have sex with other women.
Hang on.
You're so close.
He used other words. She ate my ex-wife just like pizza. Eating, blah, blah, blah.
He said the P word 3 times in succession.
Thousands of times on the internet. People saw it. People laughed. People from out of state. But people here in Adams County would sometimes yell at her when they saw her. Hey, Lisa Lickumlow Phillips. That was his nickname for her.
Okay, so I did.
Oh, God.
I did find the music video.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were covering it yesterday, that moment of a crying cop was Lisa Lickumlow.
That was who it was?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. She's a very deep voice. She has a deep voice, this police officer.
She did.
And
Nothing wrong with a deep lady voice?
And in it, she was trying to convince everybody in the
She had a
courtroom
man-sounding voice, Sabrina.
that she didn't have
It's not just a deep lady voice. It was...
And so you heard in that clip what some of the testimony was. I don't know how you were in that courtroom and didn't just absolutely lose it. But the courtroom was the center of all this action. And they said, we got a verdict. So Afroman comes back into the courtroom. He's got his American flag suit on still, his afro going, and he's got a big old fur coat on. And he makes his way back, and they said, we have a verdict. Come on, Mr. Afro Man. This guy has handled this in probably the best way he could have for his career. It's really worked out for him. Courtney was talking to me yesterday after the show, and she goes, what an absolute dummy these police officers are, all of them. They're all dummies. And here's why. She goes, I didn't know anything about this song or this album. And she goes, I don't think a lot of people did. And I go, you're right. You're right. He released this to a couple of people on the internet who were following him. And as crazy as the story is and as bad as the cops look in all of it, most people didn't know. But the cops said, no, you can't talk trash about us like this. We're coming after you. We want to get that Afro Man money. And they did. They went after him. And now it's like the Streisand effect. Now I think more people have heard the song than ever. More people know the story than ever. Like, it was a really stupid move.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed.
Damn.
So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts.
Quick and painless.
Got
it. Yeah, that happened way too fast.
Thank you, Mr. Osborne.
I think it goes over him
Thank you to
here.
the court staff and the Sheriff's Department for
Afro Man won on every charge.
stand adjournment.
Look at
We stand in
Look
adjournment.
at the hair on this lawyer.
He's got a mop top. Afro Man's attorney's got hair too. So he said they fined for the defendant in all causes. The jury looked at this case and said Afro Man is our winner. Plain and simple, and they agreed that the cops were absolutely being babies about this. Now, in what is maybe the clip of the year for me, here's my guy, Afro Man. Sure, he's done some things that aren't really above board.
That's what I said, man. You just have to keep reminding yourself because all of this has been very funny, very
Here he is,
entertaining.
outside the courtroom, American flag glasses on, fur coat, American flag suit.
Yeah, we did it, America. Yeah, we did it. Freedom of speech. Right on, right on, right on. God bless America. Yeah, power to the people. Yeah.
And then he turned around and punched that woman in the red, right in the face.
And plot twist, same woman he punched in the face 15 years ago.
By the way, like the whole crowd is a bunch of white people out here behind him, okay?
Yeah.
And they're like, we the people stand with Afro Man. All these people from Ohio saluting with this guy. And he's like, freedom of speech. Hell yeah, we did it.
Oh, they're in Georgia.
We did
Are they? Oh, is the case in Georgia?
Is that
what
right?
About to
Adams
say,
County?
Ohio gets a meteor and Afro Man.
Oh, no, it is
confusing.
Ohio.
Is it? Yeah. So it's cold here. Their friends in Ohio are outside.
Yeah, we did it. Freedom of speech. Right on, right on.
Right on.
Yeah, God bless America. Yeah, power to the people. Yeah.
I love it, man. It's so great.
I think he's
That's him
going on
celebrating.
tour soon.
Is he? It makes sense. Yeah. I mean, here's the verdict form. All the way down the line, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. 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 All the way down. Every one of these cops, from Lemon Cake to the woman who
Lick
eats
a low
like
Lisa.
Lick a low Lisa.
Just wait till you hear the song, and I will need to edit.
Oh.
But God, it's good. And he got someone that looks like her to be in the music video.
Of course. Oh, did he? Okay. I mean, he's got to do more with the court footage now because he won, right? Sausage Fondue says, how much harassment does Afroman continue to get because of this from law enforcement? Buddy, I think he's coming out on the top of this. I think he's coming out in a real good spot.
They would be stupid to harass him any further.
Yeah, and they
when they know what he's going to do.
The cops have released a video response. I'm going to play that for you in a second, all right? But first, here's the local news talking with Afroman.
This is Afroman speaking directly after that verdict.
Is this the same one? No.
I didn't win. America won. America still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people.
Afroman,
we did it, America, he said.
As he says, this fight was bigger than him. It was about free speech and what he describes as corruption in this sheriff's department. I spoke to one.
Damn, that's his garage.
Yeah, his car's galore.
More on that and more reaction from the rapper tonight.
He's such a showman, and I love that. We don't have enough of that these days. We have these whiny celebrities who have the same opinions, and they're all like annoying about everything. And then you have people like this guy. And while he apparently hit some woman with a guitar or whatever, which is bad, I'm not trying to diminish that. This was great. I love this. I love him. I love freedom of speech warriors. I love people who put on a show. And he did it. He really, really did it. But there have to be winners and there have to be losers. The Adams County Sheriff's Office, that's the losers. And I guess they have made a video about this. But this is a different Adams County, it appears. The Adams County Sheriff's Office.
This is Adams County, Colorado, maybe?
Yeah. And in Adams County, Ohio is where this went down. But in Adams County, Colorado, they made a video addressing this. Here they are.
So some of you have heard, most of you haven't. Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio and Afroman are in litigation with each other. We know some of you have heard it, though.
They're saying like lemon cake. They're giving him a lick at Lisa's, and they're like, "What do you do? You're suing him, SEWING. Oh. Not great. Yeah,
not sewing him.
They show all the messages they got.
So we want to provide you a quick geography lesson. We are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Colorado.
This is us.
They are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio.
This is not us. It says.
So, before you start sending us messages, calling us, emailing us, DMing us, you may want to Google it.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, I think. So, the other Adams County Sheriff's
loud-ass music bed for...
don't they always do that, don't they? There's so many of these music videos. I wish I could play more of them. It was a great case. It truly was. And
I'm sad it's over a little bit.
I know. It is sad. What's this you sent? Is this related to this? The thing you sent me, Sabrina?
No, don't play that.
Oh, okay.
Do not play it. It needs to be edited very much.
Good thing. When I clicked it, it says video currently unavailable. So
what?
It is saved me. That's what it says. Maybe it got nuked or maybe not. Now I'm tempted to refresh. What happens if I refresh? Does it show?
FPPP.
Probably, right? Lick 'em
Damn,
Lisa,
they removed it.
The anchor or the anthem. Yeah, I wonder why that was. That's interesting. Now I want some pizza, 11-pound cake over on chat. It was quite a case. It was a good distraction. We have a lot of stuff going on in the world, right? People are at each other's throats. There's a lot of things that people are mad about. Gas prices are up. There's bombs dropping in Iran. We started off with a reporter almost getting hit with a bomb or a missile or something. It's a wild time out there, baby. But there's some sideshows, always. Planet Earth, the greatest TV show of all time. And I think it's important to enjoy the sideshows along the way. So tell us what you think. Send your dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll be back with Jury Duty. That's coming up next on The News Junkie.
Sure, AI is smart. But can it spill coffee on a control board? Didn't think so. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
The Magic are back.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes of the show. Thank you for joining in on chat. I've got an embarrassing moment caught on tape when we come back. Very good clip. Top-notch clip, embarrassing moment. Coming up for you in a moment. And also, we got the power hour of the show on the way. Guess I'm watching Afroman's music videos the rest of the day? True. Get at it. What a time to be alive.
Want a big green egg? For the lowest price anywhere, go to Wassy's Meat Market. They'll deliver and set up your big green egg so that you'll be cooking before they leave. Follow
Chat, question.
on Instagram or go to the website.
There's a story. I mentioned this briefly.
For your big green egg today.
But they shut down this Florida Air Force base. And the whole place was on alert. And according to the Associated Press, the Florida Air Force Base said they got a suspicious package that contained possible energetic materials. Possible energetic material. That sounds bad. We'll get into what that is. Possible energetic materials. The hell is that even, huh? We'll talk about that in a bit. We need an Afroman badge or emoji. We might be able to do that. Yeah, we might be able to make that happen. They got a box of Red Bull. Is it meth? I don't know. Could be meth. YouTube and Twitch, thanks for being with us today. Thanks for subscribing. Hit that like button over on YouTube if you want. We're pulling through the spring break doldrums, the spring break slowdown. We got to get those numbers up, all right? Got to get those numbers up. They sink during spring break. We got to get them up. Hit the like button. Oh, no problem? Bootsy. I could read into that message so many ways. Does it mean, oh, no problem? Does it mean, oh no, problem? Those are very different. Sean wants us to get him up. Isn't that Courtney's job? Even during the breaks, he talks airports? Come on. That is a weird phrase, though, right? Possible energetic material. It's no problem for me being here. You're welcome, bud. Okay, good. Good. You have to understand, when I'm watching chat during the show, I still am very much triggered by most messages because I think we're going back down the rabbit hole of everybody being like, oh, forget it. Why do I even watch this? Stream has too many problems. None of the other show streams have these problems. God, Sean doesn't know what he's doing. The stream sucks. There's all these problems. I'm not watching anymore. It's like this every day since the beginning of the year. So I get triggered. All right, we'll come back. Here we go.
Easy and affordable for everyone. You measure, you install, and you save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
A safe haven of sorts for all of the 95%ers. This is...
I got a bunch of stories to talk about. Some interesting things for sure. And we'll get to that in just a moment here on the show. If you miss anything, go to thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. A clip I wanted to play for you. I try to gather all the viral clips of the day and at some point play them for you. And one that I saw that's starting to get a lot of attention, 8 million views. I'd say that's a big audience. 8 million views. Piers Morgan was doing an interview on his show. And from what I could tell, Piers Morgan does a show that seems like it's on television, but it's really just on like YouTube now, I think. I think that's what
but
he
his
does.
set looks like it's
It looks professional.
live TV broadcast.
Yeah, it looks like a very, very professional production. He's got his own crew. And basically, it's boiled down to people with the most radical, ridiculous opinions, all screaming at each other in little boxes, and nothing gets accomplished. That's what a lot of these shows are. I'm bored of that. I'm done with like the internet blood sports type stuff where it's like, oh, we're gonna have a debate about this, and then everybody starts debating, and I go, I've heard all the debates before. I can make every argument in every which way. I know how I feel about all of these things already. So I'm kind of over a lot of that, the talking heads yelling at each other on television. But here we are regardless. And Piers Morgan was having one of these guys on who I think he's from like the bro side of the internet. A lot of these guys have been popping up lately, like the I don't even know what to call them necessarily. They call them the red pill people sometimes, different stuff that they'll call these people. It's because Louis Theroux, and isn't it Louis Theroux? What's the documentary guy who's got the documentary out now about these male influencer people? Have you guys not seen this?
No, I'll
look it up here.
Sounds familiar, but I don't remember Louis Theroux. But
influencers,
yeah, goes inside the manosphere.
Yeah, is that what it is? Louis
Theroux?
Yeah, he is a documentarian who you probably have seen something that he's done. I saw he's done so many good documentaries, but one of the ones Louis Theroux did that I saw was where they had the Westboro Baptist Church family.
Right.
And he went behind the scenes with them, and it was called like the most hated family in America. And it was him getting to know them and going along with them and seeing what life was like. Because if you don't know about the Westboro Baptist Church, they were really terrible with their messaging. It was like really mean, evil stuff. And they were, people hated them for obvious reasons. They would protest at soldiers' funerals, like the most offensive places ever. During Pulse happens and there's a Pulse memorial, they'll protest that. They'll protest anything. They'll protest whatever they possibly could. And Louis Theroux did a documentary about them. I always like that. I think he's kind of an interesting guy. If you like documentaries, look him up. But he did one about the manosphere and some of these men influencers online, your Sneeko, your Clavicle, your whoever. And he had some guy on, I don't care what his name is, it doesn't really matter. But I'd not heard of this guy before. This is the first time I'm encountering him. And the guy was on during an interview with Piers Morgan, and Piers Morgan stormed off his own show, which is a weird move. I don't know, like... That seems kind of strange.
Does the guy just get to stay on his show and keep talking?
Kind of. This is from his angle
Producers
here.
are like, go to the break, please. We don't know your first name.
The guy has an Instagram post on his phone that he's showing Piers Morgan.
As soon as you're away,
all right,
who's this? Applications are open.
All right, let's just...
All right. He shows on Piers Morgan's show, his Piers Morgan's wife's Instagram, where it says, in search of pool boy, now taking applications, and it's his wife like laying out in the sun or something. And so he's trying to like shame Piers Morgan, like your wife is posting this stuff online, and it triggers him.
As soon as you're away,
all right,
who's this? Applications are open.
All right, let's just...
That's your team, bro. That's your girl.
That's your girl.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. And Piers Morgan, you're leaving your own show.
Hey, guys, you're never going to believe what Piers just did. I'm hosting a show right now.
What the hell are you doing? You booked it. You booked Weirdos, and then when Weirdo's Weirdo on your Weirdo show, you go, well, guys, I can't take this anymore.
Why walk off? Just tell your producers to shut it.
He was trying. I think that was part of the reason he was pissed was he kept saying, let's end this, let's end this, let's end this.
And the producers weren't listening.
And it just didn't.
They're your producers. Go over there and hit the button, whatever it takes, and then the guy's gone. And you're like, you should win on your side. This is rule number 1 in radio. You should win on your side, right? If your producers are working against you, you got a problem. Fire the producers. See you later. You should win on your side. He's leaving his own show, folks. What does this say about this circumstance with Piers Morgan?
That says I need to go viral on Piers.
8 million views on that one. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
It's a concerning story right off the top. We'll get to it in a moment. Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there's only one smart decision to make, and that is you pick up the phone, you call Mo and the crew at justcallmo.com, and you get the case started. You don't worry about, I'm going to be seen as like being too litigious. No, you protect yourself, you protect your family. Your family's going to be a hell of a lot better off with that big check than with you going, well, I feel like the bigger person because I didn't sue the corporation that made me have back pain for the rest of my life. No. Make a move. Do something about it. 800-CALL-MO or justcallmo.com. This is a little weird. Story says, Florida Air Force Base on alert after suspicious package contained, quote, possible energetic materials.
Bam.
Somebody sent something to the MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, and they said it had possible energetic materials in it, which
5-hour energies?
I don't know what that phrase really means, but the story from the Associated Press says energetic materials store a large amount of chemical energy, and can include explosive materials, fuel, or propellants. That sounds like an IED to me. That's what that sounds like.
Common examples include TNT, dynamite, gunpowder, rocket fuels, and various fuel or oxidizer mixtures used in defense and industrial applications.
Really? Dynamite, old school, even old school stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is a very concerning thing. They shut down the Air Force Base in Tampa. They said it contained possible energetic materials. You pair that up with the story about there's been drone sightings, apparently, over the United States of America. Mystery drone sightings that they thought might be near J.D. Vance's house, the vice president of the United States. We had the warnings. Apparently it came from like one email or something, but whatever. It's still like there was an intel warning that the Iranians were trying to smuggle in drones, putting them on a ship off the coast, and then targeting locations in California and drone attacking them, kamikaze droning them. And now we have mystery drone sightings that could have been near J.D. Vance's house. They have not moved him away anywhere, but there are at least sightings of this. And that, to be fair on this one as well, people do see drones. And remember that whole fiasco we went through was like mystery drones and drones in the air over the East Coast.
That was a hot topic for all of 2 weeks.
It could be that that's a thing again. I don't know. But it does indeed look like there were reports that stated that they saw drones near where J.D. Vance, the vice president, is saying. So is this Iran trying to fight back? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Right now, I know that apparently we've blown up all the targets, but I keep seeing stories that suggest that we're going to put boots on the ground. I hope that's not the case. I will not support that even for 5 seconds. And I'm getting to the point where I'm going, if we already bombed all the targets, why don't we zip it up and leave? Because this is costing a lot of money, like a lot of money. I had the story around here somewhere. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it up right now in time, but this is costing such unbelievable amounts of money. We should probably, if we're bombing stuff that doesn't even matter anymore, I'm flipping through all the stories here. If we're bombing stuff that doesn't even matter anymore, we should probably get the hell out of there. Here it is. The war on Iran cost $12.7 billion by the sixth day. That was the sixth day, all right? The sixth day of this. They said $12.7 billion, the spending on all of these munitions and such. If we've blown up all this stuff, let's leave. Let's zip it up. Let's get out of there. Let's let them put the pieces back together. Maybe the Iranians can take to the streets and topple power or something, but otherwise, it might be time to get the hell out of there. Let me know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Running late, we got to talk about the push to drink toilet to tap water. That's one you need to hear about. Hope that doesn't happen in your house. And the hottest ticket going right now. What's it for? Wait till you hear this. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Accident blocking the shoulder I-4 eastbound before 536. Another crash.
They hit me with an EAS test. These mother bleepers. They hit me with an EAS test in the middle of my segment.
I started blind store in my garage over 15 years ago to make custom blinds easy and affordable for everyone.
Angel says we shouldn't have been there to begin with. That's what she says. I thought he already destroyed all their capability to produce nuclear weapons. Well, that's what was said. And then we destroyed the Air Force and the Naval Force. So if that's the case, it's like, are we bombing sand? I don't necessarily want to spend more money on that. They solved the NJ drone thing months later, though, as a contractor working for the Army. Some of that was, yeah. I think Insecure Walrus, as you've seen with a million stories before, you have original incidents, and then you have people who think they've seen something related. So they find out, like, what started it. And then all these other people are like, I saw something in the sky, too. I did. A bunch of weirdos. Gotta open up the Strait of Hormuz. True. We're getting into the power hour of the show. Don't be like Piers Morgan, Sean. If your producers don't listen, slap them like Jeremy Clarkson or Sean Wasson does. Like, if you have people on your team and they're not fighting for you, what the fuck are you doing? Piers Morgan, if you have people working for you and they're not on your side, that's an enemy in your camp. You got to get rid of them. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. I take a water balloon for Sean. Thank you. I'll take it. Lawson, a lot of people in YouTube chat can be whack. How do you mean whack or not? Like, whack how? Whack in what way? What kind of whack? Probably have some minor updates for TNJ chat after the show today. But I don't have a lot of time because we do have secret shows at 8 p.m. All right, secret shows coming up at 8 p.m. today. People that disagree with you? Yeah. Yeah, if you've got people in your circle but not in your corner, something is wrong. True. Whack how like a clown? Who you calling a clown? 2 minutes. Folks, there is a new movie that is going to feature mega star Val Kilmer. But because he's dead, all in AI. If they reenact your favorite celebrities, as AI in movies, would you go? All right, chat, your favorite dead actor acting once again on the screen, but as an AI, would you buy a ticket, yes or no? Those drones were crazy. It wasn't just Jersey. I sat outside my daughter's dance studio one night, over 145 minutes. Wow. Glad it's AI. He probably smells by now. Yeah, I would never spend a dime on a movie with an AI lead actor. And it seems like you're the same. No. We watch animated films. Yeah, I'm going to pay you money to see a movie with Val Kilmer? It's not Val Kilmer. His family gave approval? That's true, Barbara, yeah. But does that mean you're going to watch it? Yeah, I'm not a fan. All right, here we go. We're coming back right now.
Waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Most viral newsroom. So good to be with you today, as always. Roll along with the show over on the website, thenewsjunkie.com, and I'm going to work in more of your dispatches in just a moment here. We'll get to the hottest ticket in the country right now. What is it? And toilet to tap water. Is it happening where you are, and would you let it happen? But first, I want to talk about something because they're working on a movie that's about to be launched. And I would never spend a dime on this. And I don't know if I know anybody who would. I don't know. I'm seeing some people in chat who are saying like, oh, I'd be curious. I'd check it out. I'd give it a shot. I might pay my money for it. It's not cheap to see a movie these days. It's a little expensive, especially if you're taking a family along with you. And the movie in question that I'm talking about is they're bringing out a new movie with, what's his name? Val Kilmer. And Val Kilmer is obviously dead. He's not with us any longer.
What?
But his family gave approval. And people are like, well, his family gave their blessing and they're going to use Val Kilmer in this movie. And for me, nothing against Val Kilmer or certainly from his family or anything like that. But I'm not interested in seeing any movie with an AI actor in it.
Yeah.
Wasn't he AI though in the last movie he was in? Like
No.
Top Gun?
Top Gun, he
wasn't there something, but he was very sick at the time.
He was very sick. So in the documentary about him, his son, who sounds a lot like him, did the voiceover, and he did it in first person as Val Kilmer.
That was a good documentary.
It was a great documentary, and then and it followed around Val Kilmer. Had a lot of great footage, fascinating. Even though I don't connect a lot with Val Kilmer as an actor, just because haven't watched a lot of his stuff, aside from that Batman where he was Batman, and some Top Gun. But in Top Gun Maverick, he spoke mostly by typing on a computer
and then like had one actual delivered line of dialogue at the end, and he had very much like an RFK Jr. or worse style voice towards the end there.
Very grovelly. He was not doing well. And for a while, he would still show up at events and stuff and do his thing and be like at the Top Gun anniversary. But now Val Kilmer is going to be in this movie through generative AI. 6 years ago, the star of Heat and Tombstone was cast in the independent film As Deep as the Grave. However, due to the COVID-19 shutdown and the progression of his throat cancer, Kilmer never shot a scene before he died in 2025, leading to the decision to use a digital version of Val Kilmer built through footage provided by his family. It's what Val would have wanted. Now, that might be the case, and his family might be right. But I ask of you, will you ever, ever, ever spend your money on a movie ticket to go see an AI version of your favorite actor? Because I think the answer for most people is going to be no, I'm not interested in that. Think about like your favorite dead actor, anybody in the acting world, they're dead now.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, brand new movie. They've used AI to take all the footage of Robin Williams. And now Robin Williams and Miss Doubtfire 2.
That is exactly the movie example I was going to give.
Like that, you're going to go watch it, right?
Or I would just wait for it to be on the streaming services.
I wouldn't care about it at all because it's not Robin Williams. I want people at the center of this stuff.
Okay, now riddle me this. Val Kilmer's family it's going to help them a lot. Maybe the royalty checks aren't really coming in hot.
Mm-hmm.
And this is their way to keep on living without him living. Thoughts?
I think that's great. I think that's fine. That's why I said no shade to the family. I just am not going to see a movie with an AI actor. I don't care about going to see a band with AI performers. I don't care about listening to an MP3. Because that's different. I'm talking about a person acting, like a living, breathing person acting, or an AI version of somebody who used to be alive. No way. No, I don't personally want to watch that. I don't think most people do.
Do you care if, because they mentioned it in this article that you're on, for example, there was a Star Wars where Carrie Fisher had died before they finished it. So they did a little bit of AI.
If they finish something out with AI, I like that.
Or putting Harold Ramis in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Right. Well, I don't know
if it was just like a guest spot.
Less that one. But if you were doing a project and you got mostly through the project and then the movie can't be released because you didn't finish it, and it's either the movie never comes out or you can release the movie but you have to use a little bit of AI to fill in the gaps. That I would be fine with. I want to see this person's last project. I want to see what they were up to. I think that's great. But not if this is full-fledged. Like Val Kilmer he didn't act in this. So it says SAG-AFTRA's contract with movie studios expires in June. Among the union's demands for a new deal is Tilly tax, named for the AI Katy Perry knockoff Tilly Norwood, which would pay the guild a fee when AI actors are used, so they still get paid. The union still gets paid even if it's an AI actor. So yeah, I guess he's done some stuff like this. But would you see a movie like this? Anybody dead that they would bring back as AI and you would watch the movie? Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's see what we got with some emails coming in. And there's some people saying there was some issue with apartments. This is a local thing on Sand Lake Road. Yeah, I guess there was a building, some like apartment building that they evacuated.
They had to
earlier on this morning.
It was crumbling or whatever the foundation that's doing. Like some people could not open their doors, and they had to like break them down because of the foundation is making a lot of the apartments jammed.
That's problematic. Yeah, that sounds kind of bad. This says Orange County apartment building. This is a local story. Evacuated because of structural instability. They said.
Does that mean sinkhole is about to happen?
Could mean that, yeah. They said they heard popping noises that made them think the building was collapsing. When the crews arrived, they found signs of structural instability and had to force the residents' door open to get them out, and they began evacuating the building. Over 200 people were evacuated. They're putting them up in some hotels, Rosen hotels, offering reduced rates for these people. This is the press conference, I think.
At 4:56 this morning, at the building behind me, Orange County Fire Rescue Department's units were dispatched to the scene for a caller who said that she could not open her door and heard popping noises in the building that made her think that the building was collapsing around her.
Jesus.
Upon the arrival of our units, we also found signs of structural instability on several doors and had to force her door open in order to get her out of the building. With that being found, our units started to evacuate that portion of the building out of concern for the safety of the people within. The Orange County Division of Building Safety was summoned to the scene, as they are the building inspectors who would make a determination about the safety of the building. Once they did their inspection, they determined that the building was showing further signs of instability and recommended that the building be evacuated. Our firefighters are currently still searching the building, make sure the building is fully evacuated. We have identified locations to take people to keep them warm.
Really? They said, is this true? It's not even old? It's only like 15 years old?
No, it's not an old building at all. I actually, when I saw the address and I looked it up on maps, I did not realize there were apartments there. I thought it was just businesses. This is over, kind of in the middle of Restaurant Row on West Sand Lake Road. It's kind of down where...
And there's no other apartments, or this is like the one apartment building?
Well, it says, look, Sabrina, they have like the leasing advertisement things out here, like, hey, now leasing in this building. Not going to work out for them now. But it looks like a fairly new apartment building.
Damn.
So maybe you're onto something with the sinkhole, I guess, because what else would it be this early on that was like their house is popping, all the noises are exploding and stuff. And this woman was right. She said, hey, I think the building's collapsing. It looks like they were right.
You could, from here, to put this in perspective for you, Sean, because I think you used to go to this place once in a while, you could walk to Rocco's Tacos pretty easily.
All right, I know where that is. Yeah,
It's damn near, it's like across the street and just down some.
My God. Hal emails the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hello, News Junkie crew. I've been listening to y'all on the radio for the past 10 to 12 years. I don't see the iHeartRadio suits not giving you what you need to do to continue the show. But if they don't give y'all what y'all need to continue to the show, they crazy, says Hal. Well, don't be surprised if they actually crazy. Don't be surprised about that. Alicia emails the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All I know is June 30th is the end of the rainbow, unless we strike some sort of deal here. I'm not optimistic. But I haven't heard from the suits in a couple of weeks at this point. Hello, Junkies. Former disability and ADA case manager here, this person says. Referring to your discussion regarding whether or not pregnancy is actually a disability, it really all kind of depends on what benefit you're looking at and what their definition of disability is. For SSI or SSDI, Social Security Disability, the SSA does not consider pregnancy a disability as it's temporary. So I guess they flat out just say like, hey, there's no such thing as a temporary disability. We either have people who are disabled or not disabled.
For Social Security.
For Social Security, yeah. Which makes sense. People shouldn't be getting Social Security checks unless they are permanently disabled. That makes more sense. But in this case, this was a battle between disabled activists and pregnant women. And pregnant women want to be able to temporarily, while they're pregnant for the period of like a year or so, be able to utilize handicapped parking spaces. And actual handicapped people are like, you're not handicapped, you're not disabled. So that's what the fight is all coming from. It says, nor does the ADA consider pregnancy itself as a disabling condition. However, pregnancy can be eligible for short-term disability benefits through somebody's employer. Of course, if other complications arise from the pregnancy and become permanently disabling, then the eligibility will change, says Alicia. Thank you for the information. Appreciate that. Let's see. Last one we'll do. I'm going to hold on to these for the end of the show when we do the last round of feedback, because there's a couple of good ones I want to talk about then. I do want to talk about, since I teased it, the hottest ticket in town, baby. Right now, people are going for this. Let's see if this is true. Can we, C-Line, bring up StubHub and see if StubHub has something for, what's the official name? UFC Freedom 250, the hottest ticket in town. And for those of you who don't remember or weren't listening to the show, it's now happening June 14th. That's the UFC fight on the White House lawn. That's the UFC fight at the White House that they've been talking about doing. And the claim is it's the hottest ticket in town. Trump says it's the hottest ticket I've ever seen. But is it? UFC Freedom 250. What are we looking at? Is there tickets available on StubHub?
We have, when did you say it was? June?
It's coming up June 14th.
The latest thing you have for UFC in StubHub is May 16th. And that's a fight with Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano of Star Wars makes an appearance again.
Throwback. That's UFC?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that would be like
Ronda Rousey just talked so much crap about UFC like a week ago.
Yeah. And
it says MVP MMA, but it's in the UFC list. If not, it's May 9th, and it's some other people I don't know. But this 250 thing, Freedom, is not in it.
They don't have it at all on there yet. Well, how is it the hottest ticket in town if they're not even selling it over there?
So hot,
That's why it's hot.
Well, it says donors, lobbyists, members of Congress, and well-connected fans are clamoring for tickets. In a Trumpian twist of marketing, the ticket's elusiveness is building buzz for the event.
Exactly.
So they said there's 5,000 VIP seats for the UFC's famed Octagon right there on the lawn of the White House. Many of those tickets will go to military personnel. Oh, that's cool. All right. So they're going to give it to the soldiers, leaving perhaps just a couple thousand and far fewer cage side for the well-connected, they say.
If you want to go, you can go to UFC.com/freedom250 right now. It says, be a part of history. UFC 250 celebrates the 250th birthday of the United States, once in a generation tribute to American fighting spirit.
Woo.
The headline I saw, it doesn't actually on this thing, but it was in the search results, says, register your interest. Put me down as I would like. Register now to receive updates, exclusive information, and early access to event announcements. It's not even hinting that you might get tickets. Register your interest.
The things for the 250th anniversary of the country, basically 250 years, 250th birthday of the United States of America. And you're right. All I have is like a little form where I can put my name and my interest in here to be part of history. I like giving it to the soldiers. I think that's good. I'm into that. I think that's a good thing. And I don't know what's going to happen with these other ones.
There also is a window on Ticketmaster. All right, that submit a request for your chance to get free tickets. This says July 4th. I thought you said June.
The sheet I just had said June 14th.
You're getting Super Bowl halftime show Kid Rock.
Yeah. No, you're right, though. This says the run-up to, America's 250th anniversary is July 4th, but this says UFC Freedom 250. The fight Trump is staging on the White House's South Lawn is June 14th.
Maybe this is like a weird side Ticketmaster thing. It says UFC demo somewhere, so I don't even know if this was supposed to be a search result.
They got to get it together. They got to figure this part out. At least I want to see what's going down here. It'll be interesting to see an octagon on the White House lawn. That'll be a picture that'll stick with you, I think. We'll see what you think about this. We'll also get to that toilet to tap water story and a lot more in the way of clips that we have to work in the final couple segments of the show here as the Power Hour rolls on. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Crew still working on an accident blocking the right shoulder. I-4 eastbound before 535. It's a slow ride right now. I-4 eastbound between 192 and Darrell Carter Parkway. Also, an accident reported I-4 eastbound as well before 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in my garage over 15 years ago to make...
Dull mic. It's going to be loud. Hang on, I'll do this.
Guarantee they'll fit.
All right. What's happening there, chat people? Are you ready? Ready for tonight? I know that Sean has been teasing some of the stuff for tonight. Updates on Pallet Man. We'll do that. Drink excessively. We'll do that too. That'll happen. It's gonna be a good one. Gonna be a banger. And I'm just mostly excited to we got to hear about Josh's fiasco going to New Orleans and back. What was that jab earlier? Oh, because we're not beefing. I love you, but he said the person's name started with B, and so that asked to be a mod for the new chat. And I just thought I looked at the chat and I was like, whose name starts with B? And I saw Bootsy. I didn't. Big Doug Millionaire was not on the chat screen at the time. I needed somebody who would react, who I knew was there to hear it. And there you were. Sammy Scam, Sean, when Sean said make a Pallet Man song, Josh joked that it would be a Rocket Man one. But I've done a Rocket Man song before. We did Crapper Man, and This Week in Florida one time, many years ago. It shows up on Best Of a lot, especially because I could play just the song if I need to fill time. Crapper Man was a good time, though. And we have the Pallet Man song. We have the Pallet Man song that makes Pallet Man sound like a superhero. Pallet Man, Pallet Man. Was toilet to tap water an Idiocracy? I only saw it once. Barbara, I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Barbara? How's it? Adirondack chairs? That's are you doing the Elton John version? It would be a lot of fun if the AI song making platforms would let you get a lot closer to copyrighted content than you can. But alas, it's quite difficult. Quite difficult. Happy Thursday, Know Nothing Gaming. It was a mad pooper, Nolan Void. It was there was a guy, I think South Florida-ish, that was pooping in parking lots. So that's where Crapper Man came from, which was somewhat inspired, aside from the Elton John, clearly. I think I have the studio version of Suno. I honestly don't know, aside from just typing in some lyrics. I haven't messed with it because when I've tried to do certain things, it's just like, it doesn't do what I want it to do. I probably should watch some YouTube videos to see how people are really manipulating the Suno thing. Damn right, live in La Vida Local. This is Dull Mike. Dull. In fact, I'm going to go get a caffeine hit. 2 minutes. Starting to sound like Sean. We'll be back.
Talk, they'd also tell you to shop Academy Sports and Outdoors for top running brands like Nike, Brooks, Asics, and Adidas. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change the course of your life and the lives of people counting on you. Because we believe the better we care for nursing students now, the brighter the future of nursing will be. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like the Beatles Now and Then, celebrating all things Beatles.
Together, you say goodbye, I say hello.
Legendary clips, deep cuts, live performances, and all their solo hits. Listen commercial-free. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Beatles Now and Then, and make it your next preset.
iHeartRadio.
For all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
Live, so many things happening here on planet Earth, on terra firma, on the ground. We're watching it all, and this is where you can get caught up with everything. Don't worry about it. You don't have to put in the time. With this show, you don't have to worry about trying to keep up with everything happening on planet Earth. If you just give me the time each day, I'll do it, and I'll bring it to you, and I'll give you the whole download. And that's what I try to do here. So thanks for hanging out with us here on the show. One thing I saw that had some people very, very concerned was, hey, is my iPhone in trouble right now? There's a lot of people who rely on their iPhones all the time, and there are millions.
Oh, is this the Russian thing?
Of these, yeah, with the Dark Sword spyware, and it doesn't even need to be something that's downloaded onto your phone or anything.
Great.
Yeah. So here's what it says, just so you know, if you're an iPhone user, this is what you need to know. Hackers target millions of iPhones with something called Dark Sword spyware, and you don't have to do anything. You don't have to download anything. Google, along with 2 cybersecurity firms, are warning iPhone users of a new exploit that can steal data, all just from visiting a website on your device. Dark Sword is a new hacking toolkit being deployed by bad actors on a global scale. They said there's multiple vulnerabilities that this uses, and nearly 25% of all iPhones are at risk here.
Great.
They're on some version of iOS 18. Oh, hang on. I'm going to look
believe
myself.
Chet Hanks is hacking phones.
Here we go. All right, I'm looking at going into settings, general, about. Oh, I'm way ahead of this.
Yeah.
I have iOS 26, but 25% of all iPhones are on iOS 18. Those are the people. If you look in your settings, again, go on your iPhone, go into settings, go into about, and you'll see what iOS version you have. If that says 18, you could be in trouble.
I wonder if iOS 18 was like the last working one for a handful of models, and that's why
bet that's exactly what's going on. And
some
there's
people will do that.
People that won't be able to update. They'll have no other choice, right? But to get a new phone.
You have to get a new one. Yeah, you're pushing to get a new one.
I think they still push bug fixes for those phones.
Yeah, but some of those phones, it's too slow. The phone is like too slow.
Your phone's
overall.
Too slow.
I bet.
True.
I bet Mama Chila has been vulnerable to this. She tried to send a slideshow of one of the dogs turning 8 months old. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no one.
What? Wait, what? Turning 8 months old?
Let her be.
Birthday? Who is this? Who are you talking about?
My mother.
Okay.
Happy month day to you.
And she's like, can you guys see it? Can you guys see it? And that's how it showed up. Like, it's. I'm like,
what
no,
is that?
She's been, I bet. that she has been hacked or she needs a new phone ASAP.
Does your mom always lag on technology? That's really weird because your dad always has new technology and gadgets and gizmos are your dad's
But he's
thing.
not the
He's
teaching type.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
a gatekeeper. He's gatekeeping all the
Big time. I can't even get into the house when visiting my parents because of how harsh the gatekeeping is. But the way that it turned out, I would not be surprised if my mother, there's going to be a long conversation on how to tell her to get away from the Russian hacking.
Yeah, you don't want this on your phone, I guess. What makes Dark Sword so concerning? Again, this is on like 25% of iPhones. Look on your phone, go into About, see if you're on iOS 18.4 through 18.7. Those are the ones that are being targeted. Unlike most malware, Dark Sword doesn't need to be installed on a target's device. A victim simply needs to visit an infected website, which is very possible, especially if you're into nefarious stuff. It's everywhere. A victim simply needs to visit an infected website. From there, Dark Sword steals personal or financial data.
Great.
Ooh. And unlike most spyware, Dark Sword isn't being used for long-term espionage. As opposed to many previously reported cases of sophisticated attacks on mobile devices, Dark Sword, this is the hacker thing that's being used to target 25% of iPhones, is not designed for surveillance. Once it finishes collecting and exfiltrating the target data, it deletes the files it created.
Interesting.
And kills itself off. So it goes on your phone. Check this out. All right. Let's say you have one of these 25% iPhones that have this. Here's the experience. You are on your phone and you're going on to a couple of websites. Maybe you start clicking on some Google search results. You don't know exactly where you are. Maybe you're trying to look at some like illegal websites to get an MP3 or something. You're clicking around. You go onto a website where this Dark Sword software is. A lot of these spam websites have it. And you have no idea what's going on. But this software loads onto your phone. It gets all of your data, your financial information, everything else. And then it leaves your phone. It goes. It doesn't hang out there anymore. It like an infestation, it comes in, but then it leaves your phone. So you don't even know it happened afterwards. There's no trace of it behind.
Do they know what websites? Or
all sorts of nefarious websites.
Yeah.
And old
websites where you're trying to do illegal stuff like get MP3s.
They get them MP3s. Somebody's got to get them.
Sean says you go to these nefarious websites to do illegal things, and then you pick the softest, most vanilla cybercrime, getting MP3s.
You wouldn't steal a car.
I want to think that our audience is a lot of people. You listening right now, you're a law-abiding person. Maybe you skirt around it a little bit with an MP3 or something. I don't know
but is it
have
like
MP3s anymore?
But where's the fooling? Is it just those that are like going to download those nefarious MP3s, or is it someone who just wants to download this cute picture of the whole family with a filter on it?
Let me give you an example. So let's say you want to use one of those websites where you could take a YouTube video and you put the YouTube URL in and it gives you an MP3 to download.
Yeah.
Those are notoriously filled up with spyware and spam and all kinds of crap because they are fly-by-night companies. They pop up. It's not really a company. Somebody pops up a website with this software. You put in a YouTube URL. It spits out an MP3 and you violate copyrights and on with your day. And millions of people use them. They only last a couple of months because they come after them and they shut them down one by one by one.
Not when you host your own.
Christopher!
Who does that anymore? So these
2 out of 3 people on the News Junkie.
Hi, how are you?
What happens in these cases is you go to a website like that, you try to get an MP3. Now I feel old saying it. And it takes a matter of minutes. It's on your phone. It's hanging out. It gets all the data, and then it gets out of there, and you don't even know that Dark Sword took all your information.
Until all your money's gone?
Until well, here's what they're taking from you, Sabrina. Dark Sword can be used to siphon all sorts of personal data from an iOS device to a nefarious actor. Your call logs, your contacts, your calendars, your notes, photos, all the photos on your phone, screenshots, location history, web browser history, signed-in account identities, device keychains, SIM card info so they can pretend being your phone. Find My Phone settings, Wi-Fi passwords so they can get on your own Wi-Fi, iMessage data,
All right, I'm done.
Telegram data, cryptocurrency wallet credentials. They can steal your Bitcoin.
Was it worth that one MP3?
Was it worth it? Possibly. It depends on how good of an MP3.
Yeah, I want to know what song it is now.
Does
Missy
anybody
Elliott,
have MP3s
obviously.
anymore? God, I feel like I'm saying, and people get these vinyl records, everybody.
They got on the Napster.
They got the M3Ps. I feel like an old person really screwing this up, but that's what happens. So now you know, if you have one of those old phones, either update it or get a new one, Boomer. It's time. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. I'll pay off everything I haven't paid off, and all the things we do to wrap things up, because that's what we're going to do. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Real Music Weekend.
Folks, you did it. You did it. Congratulations. You made it to the end of the show. We're back with a Friday banger show tomorrow. Why is it weird watching on your TV, Flats Fisherman? We're back with a banger show tomorrow. Banger show tomorrow. Bells, whistles, exciting moments. It's going to be fun. But we've arrived at the time to rate the show. Rate the show. 10 out of 10, that means we bring it over to the Hall of Fame right here. The News Junkie Hall of Fame. Insert great shows here. Only shows that get a 10 out of 10 will end up in the News Junkie Hall of Fame. 10 out of 10 goes there. 1 out of 10 goes over here. And I beat myself up thinking about how bad I screwed up the show. 9 hungry, sweet, loving cops out of 10. If my daughter has an iPhone 15, should I be worried? Go look at the information I asked you to look at. Go check that out. 9.3 TNJ mods that start with a B out of 10. 7.5 bullshit war out of 10. 10 out of 10 pizzas and lemon cakes. 10 out of 10 crying snowflakes, says Johnny. 1 out of 10, I want more Iran and Epstein talk 24/7. 7 out of 10, 9 out of 10 bangers. 10 down low liquors out of 10. Down low liquor. That's a good one. 2 out of 10, you didn't show me your dark sword. 10 Leesum Lickum lows out of 10. I'll be back. Jesus. There you are. Come on. $8 per gallon out of 10. 0 out of 10, no airline stories. Kara, you came in late. You missed, there was airline stories. You guys had better be nice to our raid today. Oh boy. Back in my day, we traded files in news groups. True. That's the old-fashioned way. All right. TNJ Chat 2.0. Any features you would like to see in chat? Anything fun that you would like to add? Email me, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. We're going to stay in beta until the end of the month. And then we're going to launch that up on the news site. We're going to launch that up on the News Junkie website and link to it and stuff. And then eventually that will be pulled into the app. And there will be a new simple, very simple app that you'll be able to check out. Secret shows tonight at 8 p.m. in this studio. Watch live. The countdown begins at 7 p.m. Secret Show starts at 8 p.m. right here. Watch it at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. No ear licking. Ear licking? What the hell? Here we go.
TrajanWealth.com. I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in my garage over 15 years ago to make custom blinds easy and affordable for everyone. You measure, you install, and you save big on custom blinds. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Save every day at Headquarter Hyundai. We've dropped prices on acres of new Hyundais. Visit HeadquarterHyundai.com.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
The podcast. It's free and it's available for you over on the website. That's at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick notes here at the end of the show for you. One, Secret Shows live tonight. Live. You can subscribe if you're not a subscriber right now at thenewsjunkie.com. And you'll see at 7 p.m. the countdown timer will start. The show starts and you can watch live and chat live and everything right on thenewsjunkie.com. At 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern is when Secret Shows is streaming live on the newsjunkie.com. If you miss that, never worry. On Fridays at 5 p.m. is when the actual recorded show drops for subscribers on the website. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shows, so I hope you enjoy them. And they're not political. They're all just funny, comedy-based, uncensored, and I think you'll have a blast. So dive in. Tonight we'll be streaming live at 8 p.m. What else do we have here? Oh, TNJ chat continues to be in beta. It will be until at least the end of the month. It'll be in a beta form, meaning it's for testing. People who are testing out TNJ chat 2.0 will get a badge. You're asked when you pop in there if you want to claim the badge, and then it'll just pop in with your profile showing you were part of the beta side of things. It's really come a long way already. I'll probably do a little more in terms of updates to chat there. But you can check it out and go into the TNJ 2.0 chat room, whatever you'd like, to take a peek and say hi to people. Go to thenewsjunkie.com/chat. All right, thenewsjunkie.com/chat. What do we have? Some other clips. Oh, there was an announcer in basketball who's been going pretty viral. And I guess they eventually had to can this guy and take him off the broadcast. Oh. Because he was trying to do the show and trying to do the NBA broadcast or NCAA broadcast, the basketball broadcast, but he was too sick. Listen to this guy's voice.
But they fired him over?
They told him, we're going to replace you for now. You don't sound good. You're sick. And I think you'll understand why. Here's the broadcast.
Like Charleston, solve the problems with the NIL and also in terms of solve the problems with the transfer portal. Get some rules to get some stability.
He has like a thing going on with his voice.
The older guy that we just heard? It's him?
It's the guy that was just talking. The basketball noises are covering him up a little bit.
So you have to understand something. Listen, 1%. It's not fair to admit. It's just not fair. And you got agents who are scumbags who don't care about.
These are all the other guys trying to talk more, so that guy doesn't have to talk. Hang on, I need to get.
Problem started.
We need more color
to do everything. You make the rules up at your house. You make the rules.
Maybe.
If you don't want to deal with the business, move on to go somewhere else.
Hey, guys, we got a game going on.
Dial it in.
But this is game for these kids.
Here's Pope for 3. No good.
You can hear him there at the end a little bit. At the beginning, he's like,
That's what I heard too.
He was so sick that he was like, he was just gobbling up air. I'll play it one more time.
Is that sick or is he like done?
They said he was sick.
Why not go out and like Charles said, solve the problems with the NIL and also solve the problems with the transfer portal. Get some.
It's a little bit strange. So they said they pulled him off the March Madness coverage. Brian Anderson trying to call Texas NC State around Dick Vitale and Charles Barkley's basketball talk. Dick Vitale attempts to get back on track after 7 minutes of this discussion. Guys, we got a game going on, he says. That's the part you heard. I don't know if we have enough time for this, but yeah, I'll save this for tomorrow. Perhaps if we can wrap up the week with it. Let's do our final dispatches right now.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only
let's see. Here we go. Let me refresh for the latest and the greatest and all of that. Here is pregnancy parking talk from Shelby.
Hey, junkies. I'm just saying, if I have to use my short-term disability to take time off for my pregnancy and my newborn, then yes, I think that I should be able to use the handicapped parking.
All right.
Just saying.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Here's first-time dispatch from East Coast Outdoors.
Good afternoon, News Junkies.
Hey, friend.
So, about the disability thing. I have been given temporary disability numerous times, whether it be a surgery or recovering from something else. And I agree that sometimes in this world that we live in, we encounter things that make us disabled.
For a while,
we should
right?
be allowed to use that disabled parking spot. Now, the mothers, not every mother is disabled, or every expecting mother is disabled, but some of them are. Some of them cannot walk, and they still need to do their daily things.
Right, go grocery shopping. That's a big one. And that close parking spot helps out a lot.
I think the law they passed, though, is like any mother. Any
of them?
I think so.
See, and that's why they think
I'm having a baby.
that's too many moms taking up too many spots. That's what the problem would be. I'll get to the toilet tap to water thing, or toilet to tap water or whatever. I'll get to that story at some point tomorrow. Right now, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, March 19th, 2026. Today I Learned this classic show.
Sunny day, happy Sesame Street.
Sesame Street is correct. When Sesame Street actor Will Lee died back in 1982, the show's creators took the opportunity to write an episode centered around his character, Mr. Hooper, dying and how to deal with the death of a loved one. They use that to teach kids what to do and what it's like when somebody that you care about dies right there on Sesame Street. And finally, today I learned this lady right here.
And this old world
Etta James.
Nina
Simone.
Nina Simone is correct. 2 days before singer Nina Simone died, she learned that she would be awarded an honorary degree by the Curtis Institute of Music, the music school that had refused to admit her as a student at the beginning of her career.
Wow.
Damn.
Full circle, baby. Classic song here from a lot of soundtracks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com.